Another guy that he's an American, I think, but he moved to the UK and generally only does shows over there. But Reginald D. Hunter was another guy that he was another guy that I remember I'd love to see him if I actually had the chance, but he's
Yeah.
also like consistently only in. Uh,
Uh,
Another thing I would 100% travel to Europe just to do
yeah.
would be to see, because again it's another thing where they oh, and I did include the party audio there,
I was
but
gonna say
they
yes, I have.
Poets of the Fall, the Finnish band that does
Yes.
all of the music for
Yep.
the Remedy games. They don't tour in the States,
Oh
but I would
wow.
fucking love to go see them in concert.
Dude, yeah, like I remember listening to their song that was in Control because I walked into the sound booth in
Control.
yeah. I listened to that song off stream because when you walk into the sound booth with the chair and it's like activate, nothing happens. I turned streamer mode on, so I didn't get the
Oh
copyright. And
yeah.
then I've got one on my fucking Spotify playlist. Oh, what the
And you're
fuck's it
talking about
called?
not the in control. You're talking about
No,
not
no,
the old
it's
gods of Asgard song, but the Poets of the Fall
yeah, the
song.
actual Poets of the Fall song. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking is it
Oh,
my dark disquiet? I think is the one.
maybe I
That's it.
think
That's
someone.
the one that plays in control in that sound booth
Okay.
area.
Ah, okay.
My dark disquiet, in such perfect harmony,
What was
making
the other?
waves and diving under, lightning to the sound of thunder. Yeah,
That
that's a
sounds
great one.
familiar.
Yeah, I remember discovering them, with alongside the first Alan Wake
Yeah.
game, and then ever since then, I have been a huge fan.
I'm trying to find the fucking song that I have in one of my playlists, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the fuck it's called. All
Um,
discography. Let's just scroll down here just to see if anything pops up. It should be like a nice little fucking green symbol next to it. Come on, Spotify. Any minute now. I know it starts off with "I'm a maniac." I think.
I'm a maniac. Oh, is it
Oh.
the happy song? The I'm a Psycho?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. So that was actually that
Oh,
was the
American
theme
Nightmare.
song of the Mr. Scratch in character in Alan Wake's American Nightmare, because in that game,
Ah.
Alan Wake's American Nightmare, it's basically the villain, Mr. Scratch, which of course Mr. Scratch is like a nickname for the devil already, right?
Yep.
But it's like his evil double, right? And that's like the whole thing with Alan Wake is like art, this like eldritch kind of presence that is able to alter reality with like art and storytelling, right? And so
Okay.
in American Nightmare, it's basically like all of the urban legends about Alan Wake and like his the stories that people would tell about him,
Yeah.
about his celebrity and not really knowing him. Like they manifest collectively into Mr. Scratch, he's like this literal evil twin
Ah.
double that is, yeah, he's like manifested by all these stories about Alan Wake, and he's just this very charismatic psycho serial killer, and they like there's literally scenes of him in the game just like dancing while killing people to that song.
Jesus Christ. Damn.
It's a great. I'm telling you, man. I can't encourage you enough to play more of those Remedy games, um, and get that full kind of wild experience of what that franchise is, because it is just like I love just Alan Wake by itself, but like as they've released more and more games, it has just exploded into such a bizarre, just wild thing. Oh shit! Wow, 2.5 years, man.
Dude.
Holy crap!
I just put the stream up like I normally do on my second monitor and just saw that and I was like, fucking hell.
Wow, that's
Oh,
amazing.
that is fucking 2.5 years.
That's wild.
Fuck. It doesn't even feel that fucking long.
It really doesn't. But you know what? Time during the pandemic just became
Oh
so
yeah,
meaningless. So
yeah, yeah.
I just lost all sense of reality for a little
I mean,
while.
I'm still in 22, so like,
Honestly. But no,
right.
Sam Lake, the head writer
Yes.
of Remedy, and also of course the face of Max Payne and the first Max Payne
Yep.
game, and then he also is Alex Casey, who is Max Payne's double in
Yep.
Alan Wake 2. Sam Lake went to high school with the lead singer of Poets of the Fall.
Did he?
Yep, and so
Oh
the first
wow.
Poets of the Fall song that was in a Remedy game is Late Goodbye, which is in Max Payne 2, which is basically like Max's like actually letting go of the trauma of his wife's murder or whatever.
Oh.
But like Poets of the Fall actually like that was like they've been producing music like to go along with the Remedy games all the way going back to Max Payne 2.
God damn! I was going to say because I've finally put Max Payne 1, 2, and well, I've got 3, but my PS3 is currently getting fixed.
Okay.
So I've never actually gotten around to playing it. But I want to play it after I finish 1 and 2, and I finally have them both on like a wish listed on my Steam on PC
Nice.
because I remember you saying they were ported and it actually plays a lot better and isn't as janky on PC. Well, movement wise, anyway, should be a little bit better.
Yeah, it's really bad with the first one trying to play it with like a controller.
Yeah,
He
it's
just
not.
jerks around from side to side in ways that are it's just weird. And then
Yeah.
in particular the PlayStation version of the first game is the worst one
Oh
because
god.
you can die pretty easily from really janky stuff
Yep.
and in every other version of the PC version and the Xbox version of Max Payne 1 there is a uh, there's a quick save feature. So like you can get through a part that's giving you trouble, quick
Yep.
save so that, oh, now I don't have to do
Oh,
that again.
okay. Oh fuck
And that's
yes.
present in just the normal version of the game, including the original PS2 version, but for some reason the like digital released port that is on the like PS4 and PS5 does
Yeah.
not have that quick save feature.
Oh.
And like when we played Max Payne 1 on the stream this last summer.
Yes.
We did 1 and 2 back to back. And the first game, the last 30 minutes of the first game took us an entire 4-hour stream to play because it did not have that quick save feature.
Oh.
So I kept having to redo parts that like I died to over and over again.
Oh no.
The second game is not nearly as janky as the first.
Yeah.
You actually can't get that one on PS4, PS5 at all.
Oh wow.
But the controls aren't nearly as janky on the like the Xbox console version. So it's really the first one that like I would say like you need to play it on PC.
Yeah.
The second one you can do Xbox or PC. Really, either
Okay.
one would be okay.
Cool.
And then any version of 3 is solid because that was made more so for consoles by the time
Yeah.
that one was a thing anyway. Oh shit! I need some
Okay.
food.
Yeah, we need. What do we need? We need some Ichthyodeer, which is a big
Berries.
purple deer, so they can do our logging for us. So we can
Hell
actually have some fucking wood. I'm gonna leave that Mamarest alone. So cool thing about this is like some of the powers you run past will be violent as fuck and just start attacking you. Luckily for us, Mamarest aren't those kind of powers.
Sweet. he's
Because
chill.
yeah, I mean he's level 35. I'm just gonna you chill, you chill.
Yeah. Let's not fuck with that
What is
guy.
God no? Oh, there we go. There's the Ichthyodeer up the hill. Oh, did you want a tea fan? Like a little elephant kind of teapot thing.
Oh, cute. Sure, why not?
Yeah. And then he should be low enough. So I
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What? Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say I've gotten back onto Lost Crown, Prince of Persia.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so went and finished up getting a few extra bits I'd missed. Turned out of all the lore in that game, I only missed 3 bits.
Oh wow, really? That's it.
Which, yeah, 3 bits, which I'm quite happy with. So they brought out an update yesterday, which has added in a permadeath mode,
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's added in a speedrun mode as well. You
Nice.
get a free Sands of Time costume
Oh, that's
for
fun.
Sargon. And then if you complete the game in permadeath mode on any difficulty, you get another skin for Sargon. If you complete permadeath mode on Immortal, you get an extra skin for Sargon, which fuck that. And then if you complete the game on speedrun mode in under 10 hours, you get another costume. So they're starting to add
Oh,
in
wow.
like yeah. So all of these updates, I think this is the first of four. The first
Okay.
three of them are going to be all free updates. They're going to add in like a boss rush mode,
That's cool.
stuff like that. And then the fourth one is paid for DLC, which should be adding a new area, new story, new enemies as well for Sargon to fight and stuff like that. So
Very cool.
I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's
Um,
awesome. I love when games do good like there's proper rewards for doing like the harder challenges and stuff. Like one of my
yeah.
favorites of all time is Dead Space. If you beat it on that hardest difficulty that's got
Mhm.
like the permadeath, you unlock the foam finger gun weapon.
God, I've heard about that.
And it's got infinite ammo. It kills everything in one hit. And instead of making gun blast sound effects, Isaac goes pew 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 when he fires it.
Amazing, amazing. Oh, there it
It's
is.
so funny.
Right, so we're probably
Oh
about
yeah,
to
we
get
have to get a
hurt.
bunch of lamb balls still too.
We do, yeah.
There's a
Right, I'm
couple of them
gonna.
right here. Two at least.
You can
Um,
charge it all you want.
but no, I was gonna
Oh,
say too for the Max Payne games, for I like highly recommend playing all three of them.
yeah,
For the specifically for the you know, if you're going to sit down and play the games that then factor into the RCU and like
yeah.
Alan Wake and Control, I would say you don't have to play 3 for that. It's not it doesn't
Okay,
add like as much to
yeah.
because the thing with is that Remedy made 1 and 2 and then sold the rights because
Rockstar, wasn't it, for the third?
yes, and so it doesn't have it does feel a little bit different tonally versus the
Yeah.
first two, and not in a bad way either. Like
No.
it's still a very good game, um, and but you could tell you could tell it's not quite the same Remedy kind of
Uh,
vibe to it.
they've
Still
got
very
their own
good.
way. Yeah, they've
Yeah,
got
well,
their own
and you
way
know
of
what's great
storytelling.
about it? Oh, sorry,
No, I was gonna say that was it. Like Remedy's got their own way of storytelling, which
they
is
really
just
do.
yeah,
Well, but the thing that is also ultimately also really great about Max Payne 3 is Rockstar, and they did not have to do this. They were not legally obligated whatsoever. But they when they wrote the script for Max Payne 3, they brought it over to Remedy and they
yeah.
asked for Sam Lake's approval on it. Like
Oh
they didn't have to do
wow.
that. They did
No, they
not at
didn't.
all. But they still wanted him to be okay with the story. They wanted him to think it was good, and they cared that he thought it was a fitting continuation.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that always made me
nice.
really happy about Max Payne 3 because I feel like
Yeah.
it normally that does not happen in the video game
No,
industry
no,
all
it
that much.
doesn't. Normally, people are like, "Aha, I know more than you." Blah blah blah. I can do it better.
Oh
No.
shit, is that a Falcor? Looks like a Falcor.
I know. It's that is Chillette.
Okay.
It's level 11. It is what is known. It's like an overworld boss. So it's a bigger
Oh
variant
shit.
of the Chillette. It's got more health. You can fight them, capture them. We get ancient tech points, I believe, which then we can spend in the ancient technology section of our skill
Oh
tree,
shit.
tech tree.
Okay. Sweet.
So, so if we try and level up a little bit more, and then we can come back and try and have at it,
Cool.
and then one
Yeah.
of us can try and capture it. Yeah, and I think that particular, like the Chillette itself, you can actually get a saddle for and ride it around as a mount.
Oh, I'm gonna call it Falcor once that happens.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's have a
Um.
look. We
Well, and
got
then
so
another. So you played some of Control, just didn't finish the game, right?
yeah, yeah. So I've played. God, I don't even know how far I've played into. I couldn't gauge it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've played a nice chunk of it, should we say?
Now, so an interesting thing because Remedy's next game
Hmm.
like as of right now, is a remake of Max Payne 1 and 2 that
It
combines
is.
them into one
Yes.
game.
Oh. Oh.
So
Oh, I
it's
didn't know
not
it
they're
was
not doing one and then
combining.
two later. They're going to just merge them into a single experience.
Oh, that's cool.
And now, if you played a decent chunk of Control, then that means you saw enough of the game to have some experience with Ati, the janitor, the like
Yep.
weird, mysterious, supernatural janitor
Yep.
character. Now,
Yep.
Ati seems to, that it's not a spoiler at all to say this, and it's a very surface level detail, but Ati is like this very weird figure that is like showing up in all of Remedy's games in like
Is
weird.
he?
He's like this weird figure
Ooh.
that appears across their games. Now he Control is the first time he showed up, so he's only been in Control and Alan Wake 2,
Yeah.
but he definitely has some sort of kind of bizarre yeah, like even after even after Alan Wake 2, like I don't know, I couldn't explain Ati or what Ati is to you if I wanted to. um,
Yeah.
he's very mysterious, but in Max Payne 2, there is a sequence where you have to go get something from a janitor to unlock this like area inside an apartment building. And he's got
Okay.
like a Walkman and everything, like the way Ati does in Control and Alan Wake. And
Oh.
I feel very confident that. Are you stuck in the ground, or is that just on my side that you're stuck in the
Uh,
ground?
it's probably just on yours. Yeah, this happens. It's a weird
Presso's
like
freaking out.
that does. Oh God, he is. Oh my God. Like I say, yeah, it's like a weird visual glitch that pops up when you're doing like what do you call it? When you're doing multiplayer. They've still got a few kinks to work out, I think.
Definitely, they definitely do. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna be going crazy for a while. Although not as crazy as fucking Depresso. Jesus.
More like espresso.
Yeah. I mean, his partner skill is to chug a load of energy drink, but that's not what's happened.
True. But I think, okay, it stopped. I think, like, when they do this Max Payne 1 2 remake, I think there's a very good chance that they're going to kind of retroactively, like, change that generic janitor that you have to deal with as an NPC
Yep.
to Ati. Like, I think they will
Oh.
100% kind of drop in some of the connections to the rest of
Yeah.
the universe.
Ooh, that would be cool. You have harvesting. You can go in, build another bed quick. No, that's cool. That's very cool. Like this is the thing though. It's like I haven't obviously my experience with Remedy games is literally been Max Payne, Control. That's it. But like just from everything you've told me and just the world building that I can see in itself from just playing like specifically Control. Like they have got a way of storytelling which just it goes above and beyond, and it's unique, and it just seems to work so well.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing in like the entire video game industry. Honestly, it is. It's such a wild thing.
Yeah.
You look at Alan Wake 2, right, and like the meta narrative of, Alan is wandering around in a nightmare dimension
Hmm.
where fiction can become reality and vice versa, being haunted by Alex Casey, who's Max Payne with a different name, who is
Yep.
Alan Wake, basically is like the god creator of, and Alex Casey questioning his creator violently. Well, he wears the face of Sam Lake, who is in real life the creator of Alan Wake and Max Payne. And like there's just this bizarre, I mean, even the first Alan Wake game, right, reflects real life in this weird, interesting meta narrative way, because the
Okay.
first Alan Wake, Alan Wake's he's a famous author for
Yep.
writing these detective noir books about Alex Casey, and that's the setup for the first game is he killed off his cash cow. He kills off Alex Casey, in a book that he published before the start of the story, and then because he wanted to work on different things, and then he gets writer's block, and that's the reason that him and his wife go on this vacation to this small town. Is she's hoping he'll maybe be able to get over his writer's block by disconnecting from the kind of the chaotic fame and life, and then everything starts going down with the supernatural stuff when that happens, and then in real life, Sam Lake, the writer, and Remedy sold the rights to Max Payne after finishing Max Payne 2 to Rockstar because they wanted to work on a different genre and do different stuff, and then kind of had a version of writer's block a little bit, and Alan Wake 1 had this really long, turbulent development cycle. So, like, they didn't release a game between 2003 and 2009 when Alan Wake came out. And so, like, the story of the first Alan Wake is reflective of the journey of Remedy Studios after releasing Max Payne 2 in this weird way. And so, like, it's just such a wild, interesting story that, like, even knowing the history of the development studio adds to the in-game narrative and how it lands to the audience if you know that extra context to it.
That's cool. That's cool. I really need to get back onto I need to get onto Alan Wake 1, like 100%. I saw it when I was younger on, I think it was 360 PS3 era, wasn't it?
It was exclusive to the 360 when it first came out. They released a remaster, though, that released on all platforms in 2020.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to go and get, because I think, if I remember rightly, you said play Alan Wake 1 before doing the Alan Wake DLC on Control.
Yeah, I would say if you want to get like the full maximum experience, I would say, because you've already played Max Payne 1.
Never completed it, unfortunately, because it was that last blood trail puzzle. Like, platform. I think it was the second one where he's like, he's in an office and someone's saying that he's in a game, and he's like questioning whether he's actually. And then you go into that blood trail platforming bit, and I never got past it.
What my suggestion would be, if you want to really get the maximum experience, play Max Payne 2. First.
Okay.
And on the main menu of Max Payne 2, there's a really great, like, previously on, where they'll give you a really good, like, in his voice and everything, narrating with the graphic novel comic book cutscenes recap of the first game. And then the second game does not have any moments that are nearly as obnoxious as those blood trail sequences.
Oh, thank God.
So two has dream sequences, but they're much more narrative, where you're going through a hallway and it's more about the dialogue, and there's no obstacle course to get through.
Oh, thank God.
So, and with the quick save, it's really not too bad. So my suggestion would be play Max Payne 2.
Yep.
Then play Alan Wake 1, the remaster of it.
Yep.
Make sure to play the two. The remaster comes with its 2 DLC episodes. So it's got like a special episode 1 and 2, which they're both honestly pretty short. So play that. Then try and play Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which was like an Xbox Live arcade title.
Okay.
That's like a 3-hour game. It's like not a real...
Oh, nice!
It was like they wanted to do an Alan Wake 2, but they couldn't quite get Microsoft to sign off on it. So Alan Wake's American Nightmare was their way of going like, we're not really allowed to make a sequel right now, but this is what we can do. And so it's like a very small kind of mini game thing. Yeah. But that's where you get like the Mr. Scratch serial killer and that psycho happy song we were just talking about. Then I would say the next one is really up to you. Quantum Break is their weakest game, I would say.
I played it, and I think I got to the final boss, and I don't know what happened. I just stopped. Probably something new and shiny. I've got a gremlin brain, Fair enough. I think we've spoken about before. Like, something new and shiny comes out, and I'm like, nothing else exists. But Quantum Break, I enjoyed. It was enjoyable. With the abilities and stuff, and I liked the fact that they went about like cutscenes and storytelling with the actual live action sides of things. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a really unique way of doing it
too. Then, because it's like an evolution of that.
Oh hell yes.
Because it's not separated as its own sequence. It's like
Yeah.
it's very smoothly like it'll jump from the live action back to the game and back and forth in these really
Okay.
seamless transitions in Alan Wake.
Nice.
Um,
Yes. Quantum Break.
well, so that game. So if you played it up to the final boss, then you basically got what you needed to get out of that game.
Okay.
Now Microsoft owns Quantum Break. Remedy does not own Quantum Break, so
Yep.
they can't exactly use Quantum Break in like
Yep.
the connected universe. But what they do in Alan Wake 2 is they have two characters that are alternate, the same way Alex Casey is Max Payne. They have
Yep.
two characters that are alternate universe versions of characters from
Okay.
Quantum Break. Also, hey, afternoon, Tune, how are you doing?
Hey.
We're both doing pretty solid.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
Yeah, welcome in, man. Hope your day's going well. But yeah, so in Alan Wake 2, you have in Quantum Break you had Sean Ashmore as the main character, right? Jack
That
Joyce.
was it. Yeah.
And Quantum Break's all about breaking time, right?
Yep.
So Sean Ashmore is in Alan Wake 2 as a character named Tim Breaker. And then you had Lance Reddick as Martin Hatch, right?
Yep.
In Quantum Break, and it was actually supposed to be Lance Reddick playing this character in Alan Wake 2. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to.
Yeah.
And so, but the actor David Harewood steps in and plays this character, Mr. Door, instead of Mr. Hatch. It's Mr. Door.
Yeah.
And it's clearly meant to be the same character, like self-aware of his multiversal selves, right? Like the whole time shifter thing they had in Quantum Break, where he's like aware of he exists in all realities simultaneously. It's clearly meant to be the same character, self-aware of all the different versions of himself. So that's literally the same character, going by another name.
Yeah.
And then, and like you have those two kind of directly kind of continue Quantum Break's narrative inside of Alan Wake 2.
Okay. That's cool.
But since you already played that, you can kind of ignore. You don't have to go back for that one.
Yep.
And then Control, and then Alan Wake 2.
Nice.
And that's
nice.
that's the Remedy connected universe, as it were.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Jesus Christ, they're doing something big.
They are. I mean, Alan Wake 2 is almost the Remedyverse Avengers game already, because it acts as a sequel to Quantum Break, it acts as a sequel to Control, it acts as a sequel to Max Payne, and it is literally a sequel to Alan Wake all at the same time. So it's like there's nothing that's not continued or touched on in some way. Even the games that they don't have expressly have the rights to, like Max Payne and Quantum Break, they still found a way to continue those narratives in some form, even if they had to do it with that's not Max Payne, wink, wink, wink. I mean, it's literally Sam Lake's face and James McCaffrey's voice combined to make that character, and he talks the same and has the same cadence and everything. Oh, what's up, Michael? I just dropped in to ask one real question real quick before I have to peace out. Of all Japan's leading engineers who were working on sex robots today, are only men working on making that technology happen? I don't know. I know they have. I don't know, Horton, if you've heard about this, but there's at least one bar in Japan where the taps at the bar are giant fake synthetic like robot tits, and you squeeze them and it makes the beer come out.
Yeah, no, I think I have heard about this.
So I mean, they're saying with China gender equality for sex robots. No, I mean I'm sure there are women working on sex robots.
Oh
too,
yeah.
right?
Oh god, yeah.
There's no way that's not a thing. There's no way that's not the case. They're working on different kinds of sex robots probably, but I guarantee it's a thing. Supposedly we're going to be seeing, what's the estimate that I've seen come out of. Also, hey Ulysses, what's up? The estimate I've seen come out of China is that we'll see a billion humanoid robots like walking around in society by 2028.
God.
Like worldwide, 1 billion humanoid robots just walking around on the street in daily life everywhere across the world by 2028.
Jesus.
I am not looking forward to the spider bots, Ulysses. You stop that right now.
That's it.
Fucking, I don't know. I don't know how me being into the spider lady thing. I don't know how that became a thing. But god damn it. That he can have Madam Web all to himself.
God.
Oh, Madam Web, man. Horton, are you going to see the Madam Web
Nope.
movie?
No, not the slightest. I watched, again, I know I'm one of the few, but enjoyed the first Venom movie for what it was. Didn't really. I was really excited for Morbius, and then it was Jared Leto, and I was like, and then I just saw more of it, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not looking forward to Craven the Hunter.
Morbius look like a masterpiece.
Yeah,
because it's that much worse.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to Craven. To be honest, anything Sony brings out, which is meant to be a Spider-Man kind of like villain or anything to do with that side of things, I'm just not interested in.
No, me either. I don't know why. I mean, they made Craven an animal rights activist. That's the plot of the Craven movie. I don't know, man. It's so stupid and weird. I don't get it at all.
I don't understand. Like I said, first Venom movie, again, I'm one of the few. I did enjoy it. The second one, I thought was boring as fuck. And I don't like the fact that, for a spoiler for anybody that hasn't seen it, the ending with Cletus Cassidy, I didn't like that at all. He's meant to be this recurring fucking, do you know what I mean? He's a psycho, he's a badass, he's around for
He was
everything.
Too old, too. In the whole movie in general. I mean, Woody Harrelson would have been good casting for Carnage.
Yep.
When Natural Born Killers came out.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson at that age, 30 years ago, would have been a really good Carnage. He's way too old for that character now.
But
Sinister Six will be Madam Web, Morbius, Craven, Venom, Vulture, and El Muerto.
Because they were meant to be setting up Sinister Six in Andrew Garfield's one, weren't they? It was the end of the second movie. They had
were rushing the shit out of that. Yeah. They tried, and then. Ulysses wants to know what your thoughts are on Venom being a gay icon. Because you know about that, right? That's
I
what.
Don't.
That's the six. Oh, I get to have the pleasure of explaining that to you. So, the reason that the first Venom movie was financially successful was entirely due to the Chinese box office, and the specific reason for that was lonely Chinese housewives saw Venom and Eddie Brock's relationship as the yaoi fan art kind of gay porn thing.
Oh,
and
God.
That's why that movie was popular. And so they leaned into it really, really hard in the second one. And that was also, I think, did very well at the Chinese box office. And they just announced the title for Venom 3, and I guarantee that this is a result of them leaning into that concept. But it's literally titled Venom 3: The Last Dance. I'm not fucking kidding.
Oh, for fuck no!
In the second movie, there's that scene where Venom comes out covered in glow sticks at a rave and goes, "I don't need no man," and drops the microphone.
Yeah, that entire scene, I was like, this just, it doesn't feel. It's not that it didn't feel right. It was more for Venom, just no. The entire I'm gonna go off and do my own thing. I'm a strong, independent symbiote woman. Just didn't.
I'm a strong, independent symbiote.
It didn't do it for me. I was like, you do you, boo. Whatever.
I think as a robot chicken skit, it might be funny.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. But
that's the subtext. Honestly, Michael, I don't even know, is it the subtext or is it just the text? And maybe in the first movie it's the subtext, but in the second movie I feel like they just made it the text.
When
Venom is completely cucked, yeah.
It's I heard something recently where a lot of movies have been adjusting themselves for the Chinese audience, which great. But the one that I heard about was John Wick. Apparently, the reason he doesn't have many speaking lines in the newer movie is because I think it was something to do with China. I can't remember fully what it was.
I mean, that honestly has been happening for a really long time. I mean, a lot of the times the Chinese audience hates it too. Like they get it really annoyed when because they
Yep,
can tell it's like stop trying to pander to us. Like I think one of
yep.
the worst cases was it Transformers 4, where like this entire second half of the movie just like takes place in China for no real reason,
Oh, for
and
fuck's sake.
like people in China were like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
And then another really big example is you know how in Iron Man 3 he at the end of the movie he has the surgery to get the chest piece like removed.
Yes.
In the Chinese release of that movie, there's an entire like 30-minute subplot just about that doctor that performs the surgery that's just shoved into the end of that movie. And it makes
For
no
fuck's
sense. It
sake.
has nothing to do with the rest of the story. It's just so that there's a Chinese character with significant amounts of screen time. And it's just like the most obvious pandering. Or like
Literally.
or like the reason that Tilda Swinton is the ancient one in Doctor Strange is
Yeah.
because China will get mad, or the CCP government will get angry if you acknowledge Tibet exists, and so they couldn't have it take place in Tibet like it's supposed to, and all that. That's been happening for a very long time. It's
Uh,
honestly, from what I could tell, it seems like recently some of these American movie studios have gotten sick of trying to cater to China, and recently have started to do it a little bit less because,
good.
like Shang-Chi in particular, they
Yeah.
made partially because they were like, hey, this will probably do well over there, and then like Chinese audience really did not like that movie, and they're like, and then Disney was like, all right, well then fuck you, all right, we're not trying anymore. Or like Spider-Man No Way Home didn't get a release in China, at least for maybe it did now, but for a long time it didn't, just because the Statue of Liberty was in the movie. It like couldn't come out in theaters there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
there's really obnoxious nitpicky ass editing
it's
rules.
stupid. It's fucking stupid,
Just wait till
idiot.
the Venom symbiote bonds with Will Smith. Then it'll truly be the ultimate cuck. Uh, but
Walking
yeah,
around
the whole
fucking slapping people.
oh whoops. Yeah, there's all sorts of obnoxious, stupid stuff going on with.
Oh, did I tell you the fucking Will Smith Oscar slap kind of like little tribute thingy that was in was it Atlas Fallen?
Oh wait, no, I don't know about this.
Okay,
What
right.
happened?
So there's a scene in Atlas Fallen. And bearing in mind, this game came out. I don't think it was too long after the Oscar slap. And there's a point in the story, it's like right near the beginning, like where you meet this guy and he's like, yeah, I know somebody, and you go and follow him. You're trying to find like these hidden rebels, as it were, and he walks up to this black woman and he's talking to her about her sister.
Okay.
Apparently, her sister went missing. Him and her sister were like, they were a thing together. She suspects him of fucking being a traitor. I can't fucking remember. But he says it. She walks up to him, punches him in the face. He literally falls on the floor. She says, keep my sister's name out of your damn mouth, and then walks off. And me and my mate both sat there and just went, all right, Will, calm down. Like, it was just one of those things where you're like, they completely and utterly took the piss out of that, and it fucking worked.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I mean it's honestly it's amazing because it's still funny to make fun of to me. It's
No,
not
it is.
lost. It's just the ludicrousness of that moment is yet to
Yeah.
lose its impact. Let's see,
There's a bit of
Michael.
meat on the fire for you as well.
Ooh, so meat. See what
Yeah.
Michael say here. Anyways, me and a coworker were talking about sex robots all day today, and there's a lot more I can
Nice.
say about it, but I'll try to remember when I'm up there next time. Just realize there are certain things men would think very carefully with sex robots that women would not think to implement. I mean that's definitely true. Also vice versa. I'm guessing though too.
Yeah.
Just casual sex robot talk at the office. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, we'll do a whole sex robot stream at some point. We'll find a game that's like all about robots and stuff, and we can get into it.
Right, let's have a look. What we got? I do have a dire how. Right, what do I need to make the saddles? Did we make the saddles?
One of these, yeah, and in the near future, Michael will be back up here quite often, and he'll be on a lot more of the streams.
Leather.
On a more consistent basis too. So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll get all our casual
Nice.
sex robot talk in. Ooh, whoop, wrong
Right.
button.
We need leather, so we need to go kill some stuff. I mean, knock some stuff out and steal it. That doesn't make it sound any better.
Now let's kill these cute animals.
Hell yeah!
I
Yeah,
can't
you
wait to
got.
put them in a sweatshop.
Oh, it's going to be glorious. I think they finally added implementing some new stuff soon, which is going to allow you to actually tell them what to do and not what to do. Because at the moment, they're just like, it's like having a pen full of kids with ADHD. They just do what the fuck they want.
That's great.
Like, it's like, oh, you asked me to mine? Cool. Oh, look, something fell on the floor. Better go deliver that. Oh, wait, now I need to go and build. No, just fucking do the one thing.
Just extreme ADHD.
Yeah, literally. All right.
Do you think? Oh, here we go. All right, have a good rest of the stream. Oh yeah, when I'm high, I have interesting insights. that's for sure, Michael. Ah,
Yes, we kill these, we'll get some leather. I need to eat. That really fucking hurt.
wolves are tough.
Yeah,
Tough sons of
actually to
bitches.
be. Oh no, there's a fucking Rushor. Right, and I'm down. I hate being weak. Yeah, these Rushors will attack you for no good fucking reason. Same with the wolves, actually.
Almost
Come on,
there.
leave them alone.
God
Nope.
damn it.
Can you get the what are you?
At least they're accidentally kind of hitting each other too.
Yeah. Right,
There we
get up,
go.
Jump.
Okay.
Jump.
Yeah, have a good one, Michael. You think there's gonna be some weird sex robots like ones with toothed vaginas? Yes, I do think that's going to happen.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, really, when you think about it, and I have it right here,
Oh God. I know exactly what you're getting out.
somebody kind of already made that move, right? Like, we're already doing it with popcorn buckets, so. Just saying, you know.
Oh, there is.
Gross. Michael, you didn't get your popcorn bucket?
Oh, fuck!
What? Wait, what?
Oh, the Mamarest just attacked me.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's just because we're fighting too close to it?
Maybe that hurt.
Shit. It was like just
Basically-
knocked down in like one attack.
Yeah, it basically threw an entire sun at me by the looks of things. Uh,
That looks like a little off-brand Pikachu right there.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it is, but it definitely fucking is.
Also, Ulysses was telling me apparently this game is massive in China.
Oh, I mean,
Gonna be some
doesn't
slapdash
surprise
poor
me.
man sex bot that's just a dune bucket taped between a factory bot's legs.
Fuck's sake.
That's great. It's true. Ooh, unused stat points, huh?
Yes, yes. I think we are. I think it's putting them in stamina and work speed at them. No, not work speed. Weight, stamina and weight. You always need more stamina. It's tiring.
There we go. Yeah, no, that's definitely true though, Ulysses. You know, some people bought these dune buckets just to fuck them.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
There was a meme going around of a guy at the theater wearing a T-shirt, like at the premiere of Dune, and the shirt said, "I'm just here to fuck the popcorn bucket."
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I love how much people just leaned into the joke of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, apparently I think it was Michael that told me this, but apparently there were people reselling these for like $1,000 on eBay.
Jesus.
Like, that is a mind-blowing amount of money just for this. This was like $30, and it came with a large-sized, like, and you know how expensive like food is at a theater, right?
Yeah.
So like $30 or 30 pounds, right, roughly, for this, along with a fully like large-sized popcorn. and that is reselling for $1,000 online.
Jesus Christ. I don't put anything past the human race at this point.
Yeah, honestly.
No. And there's some people that if they found out their mum's teeth were worth a lot, they'd probably pull them out in her sleep.
Imagine spending $1,000 to jizz in a bucket. I know. It's like you could go to the fucking hardware store and get
You
like
can get
30 buckets for
you can get
no
a fucking
money at
hooker
all.
for less.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can just get an actual hooker. You
Like,
can, you
you
can
know,
afford a real prostitute for,
yeah. You just
like only
you
a
sat,
third of that money.
right? I mean, she might be able to wear a sandworm outfit for you, and you're sorted.
See, there you go. You just buy a sandworm costume
Yeah,
and hire a prostitute to wear it.
yeah.
God,
Failing that, just go to a con.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the stories that prostitutes must have
Oh God,
too, like
yes.
about the weird shit people ask them to do?
Like, and there's probably some that literally make fucking thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, off of that shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you know what I mean? I saw one where it was there was a woman and she didn't get paid to have sex with she didn't get paid to have sex with anyone. What she was paid for, right? She was a big lass, and she got paid for picking up and dropping her belly on people.
That is
And she was getting paid
What?
like tens of thousands for it.
tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's yours, by the way, buddy.
Oh, sweet.
And then I think we caught Dire House last time, so I don't need you. Let's take you out. So now with
That's
that, you
just
get
bizarre, man. Like some of the stuff. There's some of the weird things out there. Just are.
Yep.
Just like what the fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, I think that's one of the tamer ones.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
So there we go. If you get out of Dire House now, if you have one, and then you hold down whatever button it is, you can now ride.
Oh, sick.
Your PAL box. You should. I'm pretty sure we captured one for you. If it's not in your, if it's
Yeah,
if it's
I
not
don't
in
have
your
it in my party here.
it might be in the PAL box then.
Let's see. It's been a second, and I've forgotten some of the controls. In the
That's all right.
PAL box management.
Yep.
Okay, so can I? I guess I'm gonna put you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, put you in there, and then
And then you should. Let's have a look.
be able to take you. Okay, and I take you out.
Yeah,
And
then
then-
just throw him, and then there's a little circle at the bottom that says ride. Just hold down whatever button it says to do that, and you should be golden.
Come back over.
And there you go. And you
Oh,
get attacked with it and everything.
Hell yeah. And now I can get around, I'm sure, a hell of a lot fucking faster.
Oh, hell yes. Like, my main thing
Japan?
to do.
In Japan, they have coffee shops where you pay the waitress to do BDSM shit to you, and they're popular enough that there are lesbian-only ones. Just BDSM coffee shops.
Yeah, that makes sense. People are weird. Do you know what I mean? It's the human race.
People are bizarre. The things that human beings do.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, to each their own, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
do what you want to do, but man, I definitely don't understand it.
No. No, and you know what? I think I'm okay. I'll accept it and just not understand. That works for me.
Yeah.
Accept and move on. Okay, see you later. I'm good. Yeah, there's just some the human race as a whole is probably one of the fucking weirdest things. Woo! You got a Tom Hanks journal over it.
Oh, sweet. Wilson.
Was it that fucking Rushaw again? Actually, do you know what? I want you. I killed it. Never mind.
Oh, whoops! I fired an extra arrow. That might be why.
Nah, that's all right. So yeah, now it's just trying to get our base set up so we can get like a nice flow of resources coming in, and just then trying to just explore more. Wait, have we opened this already? We have. Cool. Yeah.
Oh shit! This is like big ass bridge way up there.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's something funny. I don't. Are we going to be able to get there now? Let me have a look. If we hop over. Oh fuck! That's a. Fuck it! Big drop. YOLO. There we go.
Hey.
Hey. So I got told about this by someone, and it was up here.
Who built that
Uh,
bridge, Depresso?
Honestly, yeah, fine craftsmanship. Probably took like 30 years, but fine craftsmanship.
Just a whole
Oh, this,
legion of Depressos building
yeah.
giant Roman style.
There is a Lift Monk effigy here as well.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm trying to find out, because we don't have much stamina at the moment. I don't really want to do anything that's going to cause us to fucking drown or die. So, run and jump.
Oh, and Ulysses, I was just encouraging Horton more to play some of the Remedy games too before you came into the stream.
Yes.
It's also a big series for Ulysses too.
There we go. Talk to that guy.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing down here? Oh, I can't do it while riding. Alright, dismount. Reincarnated guy. What? He looks like a cop in a porno.
Yes, he does. You're not wrong.
That mustache, man. Oh my! Is this guy an isekai? Is this guy? Is this a porn stash isekai?
It fucking is.
Ulysses is that Mr. Slave from South Park. Mr. Slave got isekai'd into Palworld.
Fucking glorious. I never fucking thought of Mr. Slave.
What the hell?
After getting hit by a
Wow.
truck.
Okay.
Yep.
That is. I was not expecting that.
No, I always find it funny. I didn't realise it was in it. Played it for ages. One of my mates was like, "Yeah, there's a guy who's been isekai." And I was like, "The fuck you on about?" And he brought me to this guy, and it's
Hey,
like, "Okay."
Come back over here.
If you press the button to chuck him out, you can recall him and just chuck him back. Oh, he's out now anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of times you will have to call them back because shit just gets stuck.
That's yeah. There's like you said. They're working out the kinks still. This is a
Yep.
obvious early access title.
Yeah.
I wonder
Oh, yeah.
how long it'll be before we get the like full version of it too.
I don't know because I've gotten to the point where I have one more tower boss to defeat. And then that's meant to open up the giant tree, but that is Black Merchant, Black Market, Black Merchant, Black Market guy. So this guy literally sells pals.
Oh shit. Okay.
So let's see what he's got. They will be the same for both of us as well. So buy contraband. There you go. You can sell shit to him. You can buy stuff from him.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Nice. He's got a few things. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have the fucking money
nothing
for
I
it.
can afford at the moment. It looks like.
No.
Get over here, you fucking.
Also,
wolf.
you attack him, he does bring out the biggest minigun, and it will be the end of you.
Oh shit.
I made
okay.
that mistake. I made that mistake.
I like when they have surprises like that with NPCs.
No. Plus, he is level 40 as well. Oof. Oh shit. Oh no.
God, I can't
right.
see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying to
torch
think.
equipped anymore.
No. If I don't have a fire one, that should do actually. There you go. If you've got like a lightning or a fire power on you, they actually like they emanate.
Oh,
They give
that's
off their own
nice.
light source.
That's convenient. Wish
Yeah.
he had a giant trench coat he opens up to reveal hundreds of Pokemon, just like you looking to buy some Pokemon.
Ah. Just reminds me of the guy from was it the fucking seller from Resi 4? What you buying?
What are you buying? Oh hell
I
yeah!
love that guy.
Have you played any of the Resident Evil remakes?
I So started playing number two.
Oh, that's right. You got stuck with without any
Yeah,
ammo.
yeah,
That's right.
I'm one of those idiots that doesn't. My old man used to play them on PS1 when I was a kid, so I didn't realize the whole. You're gonna need to leave some of the zombies alive and not try and kill everything. Got stuck in the STARS
Yeah.
office with Mr. X and a liquor outside.
That's right. Well, I will say obviously if you played the original four, like the four remake, you don't have to worry about the
Oh
conserving of
God, no.
ammo the same way.
Yeah,
It works like the original four did, where
perfect.
it's much more of an action game, um,
Yeah,
and not nearly so much of a because two is very much like a puzzle game, right? It's
yeah.
I thought I had a torch, but maybe not.
No. Let me have a
Thought
look.
I had
Oh,
one in my. Oh wait, never mind. Yes, I do. I just took me a
unequipped.
second to find it. Yeah, there we go. Now I should be
Yeah,
able to.
nice. You should be
There
able.
we
Yeah, I was gonna say you
go.
should be
Now
able
we
to
can
have it out
see.
while riding as well. Which reminds me, see if I still got. I do still have mine on me. Hell yeah!
Um,
Right.
yeah, the you would two definitely you have to have a little bit more of the puzzle mind or their
Mm-hmm.
survival horror like conserving your ammo vibe.
Yeah.
Uh, but the three remake and the four remake are both much. I mean, three is also more action heavy too.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
it's kind of in between two and like it's
Ooh.
not as action heavy as four, but it is like kind of a half step into becoming more action heavy.
Yeah.
Um, so like
I
three,
like that.
you have like this like very slick dodge mechanic, and uh,
Okay.
yeah, three's also. I mean, you can beat three in like 3 hours. That's like a play it in one
Oh.
sitting kind of game. Um,
Oh.
and then yeah, four remake is fucking fan. I beat that game 5 times in like 2 months
God
when it came
damn,
out.
dude.
At least
Uh,
you didn't play the Turkish ripoff of Resident Evil. Ulysses was just telling me about this crazy Turkish ripoff of Resident Evil
oh
earlier
God.
today. It sounds hilarious. Uh,
Oh God.
but no, I'm man. Resident Evil I think has been on a roll ever since they put out seven. I've been
Yeah.
extremely happy with the franchise consistently.
Oh, that's good. I'm still waiting for number one.
Then for them to remake the first game again.
Yeah, because I lost hours on that on GameCube.
Because I really want to see one done in the like third person, the proper third person over the shoulder
Yeah.
style of the current games.
Right. There's a Tom back there as well. I might try and nab him.
Ah. Can't wait for giraffe blowjob. Yeah, that's what I like to refer to Resident Evil 6 as, the great giraffe blowjob catastrophe of 2012.
Yeah, that's a very weird choice for the number six.
I really do think that they could make. I mean, like, it'll be interesting because
Mm.
5 is like of the games that they have left to remake, at least of the main, because there's spin-offs they could go into as well. But for
Yeah.
the main games, you have one, which they can absolutely do again in the modern
Yeah.
style. You've
Yeah.
got Code Veronica, which is that's the only of the like tank control fixed camera angle games that
Mhm.
hasn't had a remake yet, and I do think that would be
Oh, okay.
really good because like Wesker, fake dies in the first game, and then he's the
Mhm.
main villain in 5. Code Veronica is the game where it's like, oh shit, Wesker's still around, and let's deal with the Umbrella board members while the company's collapsing. And all the stuff that, like, Resident Evil 4 is like, Leon's like, yeah, Resident Evil, or the Umbrella Corporation basically collapsed off screen. Now we're doing a different story. That
Yeah.
Code Veronica is the game that kind of actually wraps up that storyline a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So Code Veronica, really, I think is actually really should get a remake. So to
Yeah.
fit between 3 and 4 and kind of because it's like how like 4 is the Leon sequel to Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Code Veronica is like the Claire sequel to Resident Evil 2.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
like you deal with the Ashford family, and
Yep.
like the twins of the board members and all the stuff. Like, yeah, I really think that they should. God damn it! Would you get the fuck over here? I haven't resummoned him, and he instantly is running the other way.
They are
Okay,
assholes. What is
god
he
damn it!
doing? If you hold the button down, he should come over to you, maybe? I don't know what the
Like,
fuck he's doing. There we
god
go.
damn it! There we go.
God, fucking, he's to go back to fucking puppy training. Jesus.
But then the other two games that, uh, so then yeah, it'd be so one Code Veronica, and then 5 and 6. I think 5 is like a sure bet that they're doing.
Yep.
And I have a lot of problems with 5, but I really think that they could do a remake, and I think they could fix the problems that I have with that game
Yeah.
without it being like a completely different game. Like I
Yeah.
really think that they can make that work. Now we'll see how that actually happens or how that actually looks if they do it. But 6 then becomes the big question mark because if they do remake 5 and they do manage to make that game actually really good,
Yeah.
then it's going to be all right, is it possible to do 6 better? Like
Yeah.
is it possible to make that a better game?
I'm hoping. It's all right. We can just jump down here. I was only going to jump down anyway because there's a fast travel to the north.
Wait, jump down where? I'm sorry. Oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
because like there's parts of 6 that I think potentially could work.
yeah.
Like, I mean, like I've talked about it before, but like, let's say you keep the part that's like the very beginning of the game, right?
Yep.
That's the whole idea of there being like a Raccoon City survivors reunion where the
Yeah.
president is gonna like expose the cover up of how Raccoon City or of how the government like nuked Raccoon City to cover things up. That's an interesting starting point. Like I think you could keep that. Despite how not good the rest of the game is, you could keep that. But
Yeah.
what's weird about Resident Evil 6 is like it starts off with that premise, right? At least for because there's like 4 different campaigns. I know that's also a change I'd make. I'd be like, no, change it to like 2 different campaigns instead of 4 because the game's too bloated with all 4 of these things going on.
Yep.
But like start with the Raccoon City Survivors reunion, but in a remake, instead of Leon being the only person there, how about Leon, Chris, Jill, and Claire are all in the same place?
Yeah.
And instead of having Leon with a brand new generic boring character as his partner, and then Chris with a brand new boring generic character as his partner, you have 2 campaigns, one that's Chris and Claire, and the other that is Leon and Jill.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
And if you want to make a game, and I think you could even get away with it being a more kind of kind of blockbustery action movie story, because 6 it goes too hard on that. It's like a Michael Bay movie, right? The way it exists
Yeah.
now. But I think you could get away with that if you had all of those characters together in one place for a story, because they've survived so many things and become so good at this that it would almost be ridiculous if they did have a hard time. So in that sense, in that context, you could kind of get away with it being more action heavy, you know?
Yeah. Right. No,
Nice.
it makes a lot of fucking sense, to be fair.
I think, I don't know. I really think, I don't know. I really think that
Hell
you
yeah.
could do something with elements of it. But I mean,
Yeah.
I would toss out the majority of the game and just recreate something almost entirely new. But there's some little foundational elements I think you could keep and carry over.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. Goddamn wolves. I'm trying to think. I've been trying to go back recently and play games that I have and haven't either started or completed.
Okay.
So I'm on a bit of a run at the moment of trying to figure out what the hell to do. Finally finished Evil West.
Oh, nice. I once me and Tim finish our Elden Ring streams, that's our next game we're planning on doing.
Nice. It's good. It's fun. I did enjoy it. I think there's a lot in it that probably could have been done better. Um, but all in all, just an enjoyable experience. Just mindless beating the shit out of stuff. Perfect.
Sometimes that's what you need.
Oh hell yeah. Finally finished Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. How'd you enjoy that?
Story really good. Nice solid story. Gameplay very repetitive.
Yep. I
Almost
wanted more powers.
yeah.
Is the main thing. Like I felt like because they have the whole thing where it's like elements. Like if they just had like one or maybe two more like
Yep.
of the elements, I think that could
Yep.
have expanded on the abilities quite a bit. But I do I think the for me the thing about that game that landed the best was just like the environments
Oh
and like
god,
kind
it's
of the
beautiful.
exploration of the world itself
Yeah.
was probably my
Like
favorite part.
yeah, no, I 100% agree. Like, when you start unlocking stuff, and then you get obviously you can leash onto the Tengu, and then you can start gliding, and it's when you start the game and you think, okay, this is a very sort of like on the ground, going around, shooting stuff with magic kind of game. That's actually probably the other thing that I would change is like I would like a variety in the way that the skills worked, because I think
Sure.
just shooting it out was cool beautifully done. The way that they did the abilities looked
Visually, for sure.
amazing. Yeah. But I think just the repetitive, I'm just going to shoot, like when you had the wind on, and it was just shooting it. That's all you did. Shoot it, maybe charge it up, shoot some more. It was just, it became repetitive and, eh.
There was
Um,
like a free update a little later on that added a
yep.
bunch of things to the skill tree that
Okay.
altered a bit of how some of those attacks actually worked.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you like filled out the skill tree all the way or not, but if
I,
you do fill out the whole skill tree, it does add more to the way that the
okay.
powers work. But it also
Ah.
depends on you getting a lot of upgrades for you to get to
Yeah.
that point too. So
Yeah, because that's the other thing. I think they locked the upgrades away behind a lot of repetitive back and forth content. And that's the other thing that kind of got me. Like, just minimize the amount that you either need and minimize the amount of like yokai that you come across in the world, or just make it to that some of the yokai give you a little bit more of what you need to unlock the next parts in the skill tree. Like
right.
I think there was just a lot. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, so yeah, start the game very on the ground, running around Shibuya in Tokyo. Brilliant. And then when the glide and the grappling to Tengo comes in, and you realize the verticality of that game is actually brilliant. Like I
Oh
when I
hell yeah,
started
Cal!
playing it, I
We got Cal in the chat, and hell yes, Cal, we're gonna make these cute animals work in a sweatshop.
yep, we're gonna make them kill each other. I mean, what? Oh, that's just Pokemon. Sorry.
I mean, you know, it kind of is.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think when the verticality came in, it made getting around so much easier, and just their environment building was amazing. Like I haven't got any like special anything like graphic settings put on, and the reflections in the puddles, the way the rain came in. I even noticed that when one of the spirits came up and like appeared in front of me, the rain started going upwards instead of falling down, and I've just thought that was a really nice little thing to have.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, Ghostwire, beautiful.
I think it's a thing where I think it's one of those things where I want to see a sequel
Yes,
because I think you could expand on it a lot.
you could. I mean, what? We've still got two people that apparently made it out of the disaster zone, which was Ed and Dale, I think. Well, two of the characters, anyway. So, like, maybe meeting up with them and going somewhere. Like, there's so much they can do if they were to do a sequel.
Yeah, no, well, and I think it leaked that they are working on one.
Oh, well, I'm very excited to see how that goes. I'm not going to lie.
I'm hoping they'll do Evil Within 3 at some point.
Yes, I still need to play the first. I still need to play both of them. I've got them on PC. I'm actually put them on my to download and
They're
complete
another
list.
interesting case where like they don't execute every idea the best, but there is a lot of stuff in there that is unique and is stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else. So like even though neither of those games is like truly amazing,
Yeah.
they managed to do stuff just well enough that it does feel worth it because it's Shinji Mikami did those.
Yeah.
He was the like kind of head guy behind the first 4 Resident Evil games.
Oh wow.
Well, in Ghostwire Tokyo, I can't remember the lady's name, but she lurking while working. No worries, Cal. No worries at all. But she was working on Ghostwire Tokyo, and she presented the game the first time they showed it off, and then she left during development to go do her own to start like a new studio, and she's working on a game called I think it might just be called Tengu or something like that. That looks really interesting.
Okay. I'll have to I'll have to look that up. Because yeah, it's just beautiful. Oh, the creature designs as well. The visitors designs were so good. Shit. How many hours I got left? 25. That's alright. I'm trying to think what else it is I've played recently.
Let's see, what did Ulysses say here?
Evil Within 1 cracks me up.
He's not freaked out by the supernatural, just extremely frustrated by ghosts, like they got him stuck in traffic. Yeah, that is a really funny element to that game, because every time the main character reacts to anything, he's just kind of angry. Like, there's no fear. Like, he walks into a fucking room, and there's guts and, like, bodies hanging from the ceiling, and he's like, God fucking damn it. Like that's the actual dialogue of the character.
I mean...
He's just annoyed.
That's just a mood at this point, isn't it? Like, I feel like I'm like that in horror games. Like, I walk somewhere and there's just bodies everywhere, and I'm like, God damn, like, it's gotta be someone with a meat cleaver or a chainsaw. Like, it's one or the other. You know? I do need to play them. Oh, Ghost Runner. That was it. I've just gone through and played both Ghost Runners as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've heard interesting things about those. How did you like them?
I thought they were enjoyable, very enjoyable, very nice.
Kind of puzzle games a bit.
In a sense, yeah, I would say it's a puzzle game in the same sense that Super Hot's a puzzle game.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So with obviously Super Hot, they've got the time element in Super Hot. Time slows down. Time starts moving when you move. But it's still the same premise as get hit once, die.
Okay.
So you've got a lot of stuff in Ghost Runner is it's like platformer based. You have to hit certain things with certain abilities to get to like hidden shit. But the main objective is get through the level. Get hit once, you die. You have to restart at a checkpoint.
It's almost like a Hotline Miami.
Kind of.
It's like you got to kind of learn the pattern of all the enemy placement and kind of how the level is structured, and then figure out by trial and error like the way to get through the whole thing best.
Yeah. They their levels are set out that you'll go into like an area where there's enemies, and you will have more than one way to go. Like there might be one way to just get into the initial area, but after that it's wherever you want. But it's so fast paced. Like, you'll see some hanging, they look like the side of shipping containers. There you see them hanging down, and you're like, right, I can run across those. You run across those, and, you know, at the top of it, you get shot. So you're like, okay, if I go that way, I'm either going to have to hold to dash to slow down time and then try and attack them, or I'm going to have to find a different way to go. Like, it's very well done. And the second game, the soundtrack as well, is just glorious.
Nice.
Like, it is that proper cyberpunk sounding synthy...
Kind of synthwave kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's glorious. It's so good. I did not mean to do that.
Did you ever play Katana, was it Katana Zero?
Yes. Oh,
That also had that kind of like learn the enemy patterns kind of
yeah.
thing.
Honestly, I would say that Ghost Runner is probably a 3D Katana Zero. In that
That's
sense,
cool. I like that.
where it's you've got the enemies placed in certain areas. Now, obviously the enemies in Ghost Runner will move around like they did in Katana Zero, but obviously because you're in a 3D environment, it's easier to lose track of them. But yeah, it's essentially it's the same thing. You start at a level, you go through, you die, you're at the beginning of that like little section, so you have to kind of like wrangle your way through it and try not to fuck up. But it's done very well.
Ulysses asks, "Is it more cyberpunk than Cyberpunk 2077, though?"
As a fan of Cyberpunk 2077, yes, it is.
Well, there you go.
It's good. I thoroughly enjoy it. I think the entire basis of the first game is set inside a tower. Starts off with some guy getting murdered. You are racing up there, I'm assuming to try and save him, and failing miserably. Get kicked out of a fucking window, have your arm ripped off, and then you wake up X amount of time later. Can't actually remember because I have the brain of a fucking sieve. And you've been sort of like rebuilt. Your arm's been rebuilt. You are trying to find your way. You get woken up by someone. I don't want to ruin anything. And then, yeah, you're just making your way through this tower to try and get to the top floor to basically kill the woman that killed the guy at the beginning. Like, nice, simple, straightforward storyline.
Sure.
But it's the gameplay that really sells it.
That's
Really
definitely
sells
what
it.
it seems like.
Yeah. And then the second game, actually, for a section of it, takes you outside.
Okay.
And gives you access to a motorbike, which adds in more elements of you trying to fuck shit up with a sword whilst riding a motorbike.
That sounds cool.
It is. My only downside to that one section is that it was, my opinion, it was a lot harder than it needed to be.
Sure.
Um,
And
or
you
it was
played
more.
Sekiro at least part of the way through, so I feel like that
Oh
does
God.
that's saying something for coming from someone that's played Sekiro.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that open world element. It was more of the
Ulysses says it
sense of.
sounds like a typical Saturday night in a cyberpunk setting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, no, I didn't tell you the best bit. The outside area, wasteland. Everything's destroyed. Proper cyberpunk. Here, come into our city with flashing lights and colours. Go outside and it's nothing but sand. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, my weapon's damaged. Shit. Right, I need to go back and fix my weapon.
It also
there's
sounds like our
also-
entire like crew back home is starving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing any damage. If you want to grab that Lamble, because I think I still need to get 2 more Lambles. Yeah, I put in a power to harvest,
Should be
so I
4.
don't know.
Yeah, so we just need one more now.
Nice. I need 2 more myself, but unless I jump off my wolf and start beating them to death with a club, which I will do, that ain't gonna happen today. Mel Packers, Joe Hogg, Direhal. Yeah, Ghost Runner. I'm thinking of doing them on stream. I've got a whole list of games on my PC, which are literally just going to be stream games for when I come back.
Nice.
I'm going to go through all 6 of the 3D Prince of Persia, so from Sands of Time straight through to Lost Crown.
Damn, nice.
Yeah,
And
I've got
what
obviously
ended up
Judge
because
Dredd.
you replayed all of those? What ended up being your favorite like single title out of all of the Prince of Persia games?
Honestly, I have to say, and it's going to be the same. It was the same back when it came out, and it's the same after like the other ones came out. It's always Warrior Within.
Warrior Within.
Warrior Within is just, it's where they peaked. It was done so well.
I wonder if the Sands of Time, if that Sands of Time remake comes out, I wonder if they'll try Warrior Within as well.
Yeah, I hope they do. On the
If
Steam
they could
page.
ever get it out to begin with.
Oh well, yeah, there is that side of things. Like
No,
on the
Ubisoft
Warrior
now.
Within. Oh yeah. On the Steam page for most of the Prince of Persia games, there is always a screenshot of somebody who did the Prince from Warrior Within in Unreal Engine 5, and it looks phenomenal.
Better than that initial announcement trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like bringing out a next-gen game which looks like it was 2 gens ago. Like,
Right, exactly.
although I would say my thing for them, I don't know, they'll never fucking listen to this, but like the mechanics they brought in some new mechanics in Two Thrones, which was brilliant, really good. Like it's wedging yourself between two walls that are quite close and like shimmying up and down them. Stealth
I remember
attacks.
that.
I like the stealth attack idea with the dagger. Fucking brilliant. Then you skip over to Forgotten Sands. Just the animation itself for the prince jumping and using the swinging poles was brilliant. It looked really good. So, like, if they could take certain aspects from all of them and just kind of combine them into one game, I think it would work really fucking well.
You said Game of Two Thrones. No, the third in the trilogy of the like PS2 or OG Xbox Prince of Persia games was just called The Two Thrones.
Yeah, it was the last in the trilogy on PS2. Prince Persia, yeah, literally Prince Persia: The Two Thrones. He's got like a split personality in that one due to the sands.
He's got like a demon form almost that he
Yeah,
turns back and forth into.
yeah. But funnily enough, steps in water and he's fine. So like, my thoughts here is he just needs to take a long fucking bath.
Yeah, he just needs a long bath to get the demon out.
Yeah. Where are we? Oh, cool. We're actually heading back to the base. Perfect.
I was gonna say
Oh
I have
yeah.
no idea. I'm just following you.
No, no, I'm just enjoying the ride.
We're finding lots of these poachers.
Yeah, you got the syndicate thugs are just assholes. You got these mercs. I don't actually know what these mercs do. Come here, let me batter you off my wolf.
Come on,
Come on.
stupid burly merc.
Yeah,
Demons
the
are more
burly
dangerous
mercs.
in the desert because there's less water, I guess.
Hey, leave that.
Well, hey, I
you-
mean, if you go with like the logic of like an Efreet, that's like definitely true there. Not that those are demons exactly, different mythology, but you know, some of the similar
Oh
ideas.
yes. Right. Yes, we are near the. There we go. Over the base, because I need to fix everything.
I can tell there's a lot of stuff on screen in this area because the game is lagging.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's it's
you can
always
feel
fun.
you can just feel the early access oozing off of this game still.
Yep. It does lead for some really good shit, like funny stuff. But
Oh, yeah,
nine
well,
times
like
out of
that.
10, it just ends up being an inconvenience. Oh, what, me sunk into the floor and the depresso having a rave.
Yeah, exactly. Like that shit was going on for a good chunk of time.
Right, there's berries over. I'm going to grab these and put them in the food box because I'm not entirely sure if these guys are doing what they need to do. Actually, no, it's Palworld. These guys are not doing what they need to fucking do.
That sounds about right. The AI is well, like you said, it's a little all over the place.
Yeah.
No, guy, let's see. I think I'm on episode 89 now of Hunter x Hunter.
Oh. Oh, you must have. If you started the Chimera Ants.
Yeah, I'm a little. I'm like 10, maybe 15 even episodes into that arc at this point.
Nice. Yeah, it's from what I
It's
can tell, you're hoping for more, but not really getting it.
I think I will say this most recent arc. There is some plot that I feel like there is plot now in a
Yeah.
way that I didn't feel like there was before this
Oh
arc.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
still I still just don't really connect to or care about the actual characters in the story.
Yeah.
So even though there is more plot, I still don't feel myself super engaged. But
yeah.
I will say I am not as bored as I was.
No,
Like, there
no, the
is a little
Chimera
more
Ants
going
is
on.
definitely. This is the thing I found. Like, I enjoyed it. I did. I really did. But when it got to the Chimera Ants, because I still need to finish it. I think I'm about 10, 15 episodes away from the end. But like, I'm just coming to like the conclusion of the Chimera Ants arc. But I found that it didn't really kick off until this point, and
Which
you've
is
got
wild to me.
yeah, like 70 episodes. Like I get it. Like I mean, like
I
again,
don't
I say
get it.
this all the time. Like, well, I mean, what is it? It's basically Gon getting to the point where he is. I don't even fucking know, actually. It's been so fucking long since I watched it.
Well, my understanding is that like the whole show up until that point is supposed to be almost like an extended training arc preparing him for this part. But I just don't think that's good writing. That is so much story to make an audience sit through to be like, all right, but don't worry, in episode 77,
Yeah.
we're going to pull the curtain back and things are going to start happening. Like,
No, I get
I
you.
just, like, even if, like, this arc has so much happen that I turn around on the show and this
Yep.
part of it,
It's-
I really end up liking this particular or like second half or this
Yep.
arc or whatever. It is even if that happens, it is still going to be in the review when I do it a huge criticism of mine that like it is to me inexcusable for storytelling to ask someone to sit through that amount of things not happening to
Yeah.
get to something happening. Like I just it blows my mind that anyone would do that.
Yeah,
It just
like-
it is so frustrating to me. I don't like and the the Greed Island arc, the part right before the Chimera arc. I was
Yeah.
really disliking that part, especially with the fucking clown character
Oh,
being at his
God.
absolute weirdest in that section.
Yeah, there is a lot. Like, for me, if you took
Just-
the first half and you split it up into sections and maybe put a little bit more, like you said, like a bit more plot or something bigger in between them, it might break it up nicer.
I honestly think that the entire first 75 episodes of the show could have been 20 episodes.
Yeah.
And even then, it would have been a boring 20 episodes to me. But at
Yeah.
least it wouldn't have been just a gigantic slog. Ulysses said, overall, it sounds like a dull, boring version of Ender's Game. That's kind of how I feel, to be honest. It kind of feels like when things do finally start happening with this most recent arc, it's just like, oh, it's a less interesting version of Ender's Game.
Like, see, I would say this. I've watched fucking One Piece. Do you know what I mean? I'm still watching fucking One Piece. I'll probably still be watching One Piece until I'm like fucking 80. But like,
Probably. I mean, if
yeah, probably at this point. Like, if I
That's why
restart
I'm
it now,
not watching
I'm
it.
dead. But like, this is the thing. Like, even that for me, there are always going to be those slow moments in any story, and I get that. But like, even with something that is over 1,000 episodes, fucking long, there always seems to be a point. Do you know what I mean? Every arc you go through in One Piece, there is a story. It's them doing something, which ultimately is literally, and you don't normally find out until like partway through or like near the end. There is always something that then progresses them. There's always something that brings up a new clue. There's always like some foreshadowing, which you don't actually fucking realize until you rewatch it. But there's always like this thing that seems to be moving the story along. There is never nothing for no fucking reason. Whereas in what do you call
Ulysses
it?
said they'll install a TV in your coffin so you can keep watching One Piece forever. Even after you've died, you still won't finish it.
Fuck yes, I'm happy with that. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why I can't. The sheer amount of time I don't think I could ever
No,
give to One
I
Piece.
get it.
Afternoon Tune, I feel has been like, hey, what can I do to get you to watch One Piece? And I'm like, dude, get Tim. If you want someone to come review One Piece on your show, Tim's
Yep.
already watched most of it. Go to him.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it.
No, see, it's just no. I get it. I know there is that. There's a website called One Pace. Now, obviously,
Tim has mentioned that to me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that for a perfect example, One Piece themselves, instead of doing a heinous amount of filler, they stretch their episodes out. They took the stretch method instead of let's just come up with a new story, which I prefer because I don't want to sit there and watch something that's not gonna actually give into what the story's about and where it's going.
Sure.
But like I want the canon shit. That's just who I am.
Yeah,
But,
like the filler stuff is. I mean, that's what kept me away from a lot of the some of the bigger anime. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
mean, like
don't blame you.
I can't lie, I'm not like particularly interested in watching something like Naruto to begin with. But
Yeah,
but on top of that, the fact that people are like, even people that are big fans of say just as Naruto as an example, people that are super into it will tell me, yeah,
yeah,
there's a ton of filler that you could theoretically skip, and that just makes
yeah,
me even more so just you know
yeah. No, no, I get it. I just
I
saw
can't
that.
even read that number.
What
Doesn't
fucking
doesn't
number is that?
shrink it down from whatever that number is to just like 900 episodes.
Did you just punch your keyboard and go, "That's enough"? Like,
Isn't it like every Dragon Ball series combined? Like if you combined all of them, it's only like half as long as One Piece.
that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I mean, this is someone who has read like decades and decades of like Marvel and DC comics too, but I just I don't know. I
No,
just have such a hard time with it.
see, this is the thing. It's like,
I'm pretty sure I'm undercounting.
yeah, this is the thing. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, you've got a lot of people out there like, oh, don't let the episodes put you off. It's amazing, and they try and hard sell it to you, which makes people not want to watch it anymore, like at all.
Sure.
Like, I understand. I put commitment into this shit. It might be because, I'm disabled and unemployed and I've got nothing better to do with my time. But, that being said, I enjoy it. Like, do you know what I mean? I enjoy it. It's great. But I'm not going to say if you're
it
like...
works for you too. Like,
Exactly.
I'm
like,
totally happy to agree to disagree and just say
Yeah.
it's a me thing that I'm not into
Yeah.
it.
No, and I completely fucking get it, dude. Completely get it. But yeah, like, that's long. And Hunter x Hunter, it's just... I've got a friend who absolutely fucking loves it. And like I said, tried watching it, enjoyed it for the most part. Still need to finish it because it's me.
Ulysses, I wouldn't watch Deep Space Nine, and that's way less episodes. Same, yeah. I tried Deep Space Nine, and I couldn't even finish the first season.
Deep Space Nine.
That's one of the Star Trek series, and people will say that it gets really good, like at the end of the third season. And
Yeah.
but like I've tried to watch it. I made it through like a good chunk of the first season, but I just
Yep.
couldn't finish it. It
That
was
is
too tedious.
No, that's Walking Dead for me.
The Walking Dead show.
Never
I
got
hate
past
the
season
Walking
two.
Dead show.
Never got past season two. Everyone's like, no, carry on, it gets better, it's great. And I'm like, I just can't. I can't do it. Like, I watched
It
season
gets a
one.
little better for season 3, and then goes back down after that.
No, because it was halfway through season two. After they left the prison and they started all going to, I think it was called the Terminal. I
Well,
was
that's like
I'm
season
bored.
5.
Is that 5? No.
That's like season 5,
No.
or like the end of season 4.
I definitely didn't watch that much.
Yeah, they don't even go to the prison at all until like season 3.
Season? Well, okay. Maybe I got my seasons off. I haven't watched it. Whenever they get forced out of the prison, like halfway through a season, I just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, that's like the mid. It's like the either the end of season 3 or like the midpoint of season 4. I think that happens. Now, here's my thing. I hate the Walking Dead TV show.
Yeah.
It is one of my I genuinely think it's one of the worst adaptations of something that has ever been made.
I've heard.
I love the comic. I'm a
Yeah.
really big fan of the book, and I think they just completely dropped the ball with that adaptation in
Yeah.
almost every way. Literally, the only episode of the entire show to me that is an accurate adaptation of the book is the pilot. The
wow.
very, very first episode, I think, is very faithful to the book,
Yeah.
and I liked that one episode, and then literally episode 2 immediately just completely destroyed everything I liked about the show. So I personally think if you ever have time and you wanna, if you ever have time to check it out, I think the book is phenomenal, but that show is a horrible adaptation of that source material.
Yeah, see, this is
Through
the
and
thing.
through.
I can't... I don't know. I hate the fact they do it. I hate the fact that they're like, we're going to make this show. It's it's an adaptation. No, it's not. It's you basically going, oh, we can do it better. We know what people want. No, just fucking adapt something. Like, obviously, I understand there has to be changes. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, there has to be some changes for sure,
Yeah.
because what works in the comic might not necessarily work in live action as well. But you can tell when when changes are made to better translate something and to have it work in a different format, and you can tell when changes are just made just for the sake of there being changes and just to say, oh well, this is my version, and just to make it different for the sake of being different. And I really dislike that. I mean, again, changes. I'm not against changes. Period.
Nope.
You have to make some changes, and I don't have a problem with changes like full stop. But there's a way to do it. There's an art to adapting something, and a way of it's what I always say is there's a butterfly effect when you make a change in an adaptation, and that will affect all these other things later in the story. And when you make a change, the way to make a change good or for it to work is to think about the way that change will reverberate backwards and forwards throughout the rest of the narrative. And if you can then account for how that change will affect everything else and kind of lay out a game plan for how those things are going to wrap around each other, then I think that's how you make good changes to an adaptation.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Lisa said, Deep Space Nine was the Star Trek show that put a butt-headed alien in a dress and had him almost get raped as a comic relief skit. Yeah,
what?
Yeah, that's Deep Space Nine. Yep.
I'm good.
I don't know, man. The show had a zombie and a drinking well. What did the book have? Oh my god, that was one of the moments where the show I just was like, oh my god, because I don't even remember this, but in the second season of the Walking Dead show, there's an episode where the entire cast spends an entire episode trying to get a zombie out of a well so they could drink the water in the well. And I'm like, guys,
but it's already been in there.
The zombie's been in this well for who knows how long already. Why, even if you could get the zombie out, why would you drink that water?
Yeah. Literally.
It's like a whole episode dedicated just to that. And I'm like, what is everyone in the show just completely brain dead?
Yep. No, 100%. See, there was one zombie one that I liked, and it was terrible. It was fucking awful, and I know it was awful because it was done by Sci-Fi. It was called Z Nation.
Z Nation. I have never seen that one.
It's just, like I said, it's done by Sci-Fi. It's not. I don't think it's meant to be good.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, but it was one of those programs that was slightly enjoyable because I don't think it took itself completely seriously. Like, one of the first episodes had the worst CGI zombie baby that fucking crawled around at the speed of fucking light and then just ends up fucking gnawing on some dude, and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. I love it.
Was it like a straight up intended kind of to be a comedy? Because I could see that being funny.
Yeah, I think it was
okay, well that I feel like then you could excuse bad effects like that.
Oh yeah, no, hell yeah. I don't think it took itself fully seriously. Obviously it had its serious moments.
All the zombies have giant beards.
Oh god, that would be fucking glorious and horrifying at the same time. Just bits of finger in their beards.
I like how these giant things will sleep on these beds that they do not fit on.
Yep. But yeah, Z Nation. Z Nation was stupid, to the point where there was, in one episode, and this is how you know that I don't think it was made to be fully serious, there was a tornado with zombies in it.
The zombie-nado.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
I turned off raids. Oh shit, some of the settings gone funny? I definitely turned off raids. Basically, these guys are going to try and attack, and we'll have to fight them. But as soon as they walk in our base, all our powers are just going to go ham on them.
Sweet.
But yeah, some guy went, zombies, and woman standing next to him just went, at least it's not sharks. Because of, obviously, Sharknado.
Oh god, of course.
Yeah. Again, it's not made to be serious. I think that's why I was making arrows, because I don't have any. Fuck. Wait for it. And
Apparently,
everything now goes
espresso
absolutely
is
crazy.
extremely unhealthy due to neglect.
Oh God.
We got,
Who
got
is?
two of them that are.
Oh, Depresso is depressed. That fucking shock.
Yeah,
And
what a
fuck.
surprise, right?
Yeah, and the fuck duck. Oh, even those chickens got fucking maimed.
Nice. Yeah, you got a bunch of shit though.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we have to get a medicine bench, I think. Did I make the medieval medicine bench? I don't know.
Oh, so they can be healthy or whatever.
Yeah. I think weakened, they just need rest. Depressed, they need some kind of shot. I don't know.
So we can build some of this stuff here.
Yeah, I wish there were more shows that just don't take themselves seriously.
Did you ever, it's the only sci-fi channel show I think I was ever a fan of, to be honest.
Yep.
But did you ever see the show Happy?
Oh, yeah, I saw the first season because it was on Netflix. I fucking loved it. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I absolutely adored it. It only got 2 seasons, unfortunately. But the second
Yeah.
season was also fucking great.
Oh, I'm going
The
to go back
second
and
season
watch
had
that.
like an evil BDSM Easter bunny. Well, the
Oh,
first
where the
season
fuck?
did the whole Santa Claus thing.
Yeah, but then it's the first season as well with that guy, and he's like, this is why they call me Smoothie, and he's just a Ken doll. And obviously, so
That show was crazy.
it was fucking mental.
Just
Ow.
off its rocker.
Yeah, and that's what made it so fucking good. So what did I saw a scene from a movie recently? It was used for like TikTok. They will put on like there'll be a picture. They'll put up some words being like, oh yes, this is like a perfect example. It was for Dungeons and Dragons. It's like my players talking about all the people they killed, and it was a scene I think from Bullet Train where two guys are just counting all the people they killed in like something they were doing to rescue someone. Absolutely hilarious, but I've never watched Bullet Train. I think it was a Brad Pitt movie.
I saw it and I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It reminded me of kind of the kind of era of movies kind of right after Pulp Fiction came out, where there were a lot of Tarantino copycat movies.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like one of those, just that came out way later.
Yeah.
It was all right. It had some fun ideas, but I found it to just be, I don't know. It felt like it just didn't really coalesce, or like it. I don't know. It felt like it was a little all over the place. Like it didn't totally know what it wanted to be.
No, one of those.
Totally. I don't know. Yeah, it just had like it had all these fun ideas, but like honestly, it seemed like they didn't do more than one draft on the script. Is what it was. Like if they had sat down and kind of reworked it a couple of times and refined it, I think it had the potential to be really, really good. But it just felt like they didn't do enough passes or edits.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, because I thought the trailers were very fun.
Yeah.
And I saw it in theaters because I genuinely was like, I think this has potential, and I went to go see it, and yeah, it just kind of came away thinking like, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't terrible, but it just didn't quite. I don't know, just didn't quite work.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But
I haven't caught up with any movies that are coming out. I used to be pretty good at it, but I just...
yeah, I used to see like fucking everything that came out, but it's just been harder to, and as time's gone, I saw Dune right like before it even released though. That I got out immediately for.
Yeah.
So pre-screening before it was even out.
Nice.
Well, the last movie I watched was that Dragon Ball Super movie, the Broly.
Yeah. Yeah,
no,
I
the
saw...
review on Monday for that.
Yes, I popped in... I don't know how far in it was, but I popped in partway through it. It was, it was good.
I ultimately, I enjoyed it probably more than I was expecting to be honest.
Yep.
I can't say I loved it, but I
No.
found it entertaining. I
Yeah.
think probably my favorite my favorite part of it was the villain just being just so comically and unrepentantly evil. Uh, like like
That
the
Frieza.
moment where Frieza,
Ah,
the moment where
Frieza.
Frieza like kills the other character's father, and
Yeah.
he's just like, oh, well, he could use a little
What the
motivation.
fuck are you
Kills his
doing?
father, and then goes, oh my god, look, your father was killed by a stray energy blast. What a tragedy.
Honestly, that is Freezer all over.
That gave me a really big laugh. I thought that was
Yeah,
fun. That kind of made me. That reminded me of the way that I would write a kind of an over the top evil villain character.
he is awful, but he's also great. If you know what I mean, like he is one of my favorite villains. Just it's not even the fact that that he's just so fucking evil. It's the fact that he's sassy as fuck. Like everything he does, he's got a retort for. Like some
Yeah.
snarky little comment. It's just
Or like
brilliant.
the beginning of the movie where his father it brings him to the planet or whatever, and he's like,
Mm.
"This is my 5-year-old son. He's the emperor now, and you're gonna do everything he says." And then he just instantly is like, "I'm gonna blow up a couple buildings."
Jesus Christ. Medieval workbench, there it is.
Yeah, that was and then like I mean over half of the movie or like about half of it was just a straight up action scene. So
Oh,
like I mean if you know one of the things that's kept me from ever really wanting to get into watching Dragon Ball, just like
hmm.
Naruto or One Piece, honestly, is just the
Yep,
sheer amount of filler. Right, like I
yep.
know that that's a problem in that, and but well, being able to watch like a movie like that, it didn't feel like there was. It didn't feel like it had the filler problem. It
No,
was like you have an hour and 40 minutes. You can't just sit around and have filler. Like you have to actually get to the point. And so I
yeah,
appreciated that it was able to do that.
yeah, because I think the whole of Super's season. So they split it up into some movies. I know that much. So you got Resurrection F, which was the first movie. You've got then Battle of the Gods, which was the second. And then just Super just continues as a series. They don't really do another movie on it. And then you have Broly, which is, I think, based after the Super series ended.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I
So,
have. I probably. The only way I'll end up watching like the actual full series is if Afternoon Tune asks
yeah,
me to for a review.
yeah,
But I would maybe be interested in watching a couple more of the movies.
yeah.
Like that, I think that I would enjoy to some degree at least.
Oh,
Whereas
no, I get it.
as far as the actual show goes, it again with just the sheer length of it and the filler,
Yeah.
I just don't know if I don't know. But
Oh, no,
a
I get
couple movies, I think that I could do. I think that is the way I'd prefer to engage with
Yeah.
it.
No,
I
that's
mean,
fair,
I
dude.
prefer video games
Oh, yeah.
for that IP. Like I don't know if you saw they
The
got a
Sparking Zero.
yeah, I thought that looked great. I saw
I
the
think.
gameplay video they just put out. I was like
Yeah.
all about it. Super fun looking. I enjoyed some of the old games that's like it's kind of a sequel
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I
Um,
actually still need to watch the two videos you sent me.
oh, okay. Well, no worries. I mean, they'll be there.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
uh,
of course, of course.
but like the destruction of the environment and like the effects of like the smoke and the rocks flying around and like the kind of the lines in the air as the characters are
Yeah,
flying and I visually it's very aesthetically pleasing looking. Like they've video games have done a really good job in this last
mm,
I don't know 6 years or so at
mm-hmm.
finally kind of nailing down that 3D but it looks 2D
Yes,
style, you know?
yeah,
Like whereas for a long time in video games it was always like a little weird looking when they would do it, but I feel like they finally got it to a point where it looks really good.
yeah, yeah. No, it's definitely 3D animation in anime has come such a long way. Like even so, obviously, as a perfect example, as I normally do, Mappa, going from the likes of Dorohedoro, where it you could tell it was 3D animated for certain parts of it. Like there were parts where you didn't really realize it. And then so many years later, then bringing out Chainsaw Man is a complete step up.
Oh yeah, whole other
Complete
level.
step up from Doro to Chainsaw Man. And this is the thing, like their quality still remains the same in Doro still, but obviously it's so much more refined in Chainsaw Man. And this is what's getting me so hyped for season 2 of Doro. It's like if they have literally managed to get that step up in just those short amount of years between the two, I
Well,
cannot wait.
the thing is that the second season of Dorohedoro is not Nappa though.
Is it not?
Yeah, at least
I thought
it
it
seems like
was.
it's not because they took Mappa off of all the promotional material for the series when they announced the second
Oh,
season. So I don't think we know
well.
who's making it, but
Okay. Okay, I'm even more interested now because the thing is with Doro, like obviously the entire show was CGI, but
right,
the intro was all animated, like hand animated.
like yeah,
It
that was
was
like fully 2D.
yeah, that was fully 2D, but it looked like just that 2D animation itself was phenomenal. So you'd have this intro where it was all 2D, and then you'd kick into the show where it was then 3D, and there was you could tell,
Right.
but it was only like a slight kind of notice because you would watch it and like I said their 3D was at a point where you could tell it was 3D but
Sure.
it still wasn't as refined as Chainsaw Man was. But I'm excited to see what happens. It seems like a lot of anime shows at the moment are jumping between studios. Obviously, what fucking One Punch Man's on its like what third studio now?
Which I think that is now Mappa that's going to do the third season for that.
Yes, it is. It
So
is.
I'm I hope because I thought the animation in the second season. I haven't even finished season 2 because the animation I just felt like such a step down. Um,
I I didn't mind it as much. Like I was there for Saitama. I'm not gonna lie. As a protagonist, he's just fucking hilarious.
well, I also felt like story wise, the first season did such a good job kind of
Yes.
expressing the point of the story that I also
Yeah.
watching season 2, I felt like I didn't know if I just didn't feel like it really felt like it had a point still. Like it was like I thought
Yeah.
it made its point so well and
Yeah.
felt like it kind of had this exclamation point. And then season 2 is like, all right, well, I mean, like not that there's not anything fun about it,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
it
No.
just
No.
felt
God, no.
like the like really clever existential deconstruction element, which is
Yeah.
I think was the reason I liked it. Just didn't feel like it was there anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
From what I
God,
can tell.
Ulysses, that
Oh
Berserk
god.
show that they did,
Oh.
that was, I, oh my God, it was
Is that
so
the
bad.
is that the CGI one?
Yeah, it was
I've
terrible. Oh my God, it was fucking terrible.
yeah, because
That was just awful.
I think I've seen clips of
Ugh.
Guts just CGI, and I'm like, is that a game or no?
It doesn't
It was a
even look.
shame.
It looks like a PlayStation One game. It is
Yeah.
like it. Oh, it's bad. It really is bad. like like they did. There's the '97 Berserk anime, which is pretty good, and then they did the movie trilogy, which I think was also pretty good. Both
Yeah.
versions adapt the exact same part of the story, though.
Yeah.
So there's like two pretty good adaptations of one arc. And then the only other time they tried to do other parts of the story was in that terrible
Oh
all
no.
CG show that Ulysses just mentioned.
No, I think, see, for me, I kind of know, I understand, obviously, CG getting up there and it's becoming more and more of a commonplace because obviously it's something new, people are trying to push the boundaries of it, but it just, for me, there's no replacement for somebody's, like, genuine, individual art style.
Oh, yeah, and Kentaro Miura's artwork in the Berserk manga is
Yeah.
easily some of the best like artwork in the entire medium of comic books. Like it outclasses like even other great artists. It is still like hits
Yeah,
like
you've
peak
shown
levels
me.
of artwork.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you've sent me some stills of the. Well, I say stills. You've sent me some screenshots of the actual like, Berserk manga as well, and it just fucking so much
It's
goes
like
into one panel.
it's like you can see why sometimes there'd be like an entire year between chapter releases because he probably
Yeah,
took him a year to draw like one of
yeah,
those panels because it's
just
just
so
so intricate.
intricate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like, I tell you that his editor at one point bought him a drawing tablet. It was like, maybe you can do it digitally, and then it won't take as long. And then
Yeah.
it ended up taking even longer because instead of being able to do it faster, he zoomed in and started drawing it pixel by pixel, and
Oh
took even more time.
God. Oh, that's dedication.
Yeah, that guy was fucking wild about his artwork.
Yeah.
But it look, I mean,
Jesus.
it's an amazing comic book because of that.
Yeah, and it's like the same with
At
what's
least we
that?
know he worked harder than George R. R. Martin.
It's the same with like the Claymore ones you sent me. They as well the detail.
Yeah, Claymore's got some fucking fantastic artwork. I really wanna. I finished the anime for that too, for
Yeah,
to do a review for that for Afternoon Tune. And yeah, I really want to read the book because the show was good.
yeah,
But you could tell that it was like the book is only a third of the way finished when we're making the show.
yeah,
And so, like, I really want to read the book because it just seems like there's so much more going on in the book
yeah,
version.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
still think though with George R. R. Martin, it's still my personal theory that he actually did finish all of the Game of Thrones books already, and he's just gonna release them posthumously so he doesn't have to hear people bitch about them on the internet. Like, I genuinely believe that he's already finished them, and he's just like, I'm gonna let myself die, and then in my will, it'll be like, all right, here's the scripts, publish them, and that way I don't have to hear anyone bitch about it.
Yeah, see if I was to ever write anything, I would just write it all, get it all done, just release it, random points, just to be like, haha, here's the next thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm the kind of person that can't sit down, do one thing, and then
Sure.
wait, and then do another thing. It just it doesn't work for me. I need to get it all done there and then. I'm a pain in the ass for that.
But what if they're all like the fourth book? Well, I mean that's entirely possible. Like they could end up not being very good, but in that case, he doesn't have to listen to anybody complain about it. Because I really think that's his logic. Is he's just like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to have to listen to people, whether they're even good or bad. Is almost, like I think it could go either way, but I think that's his idea. Is truly just like I don't either way. I don't want to hear people complain about it.
Wait,
Bacon?
huh?
Bacon?
Yeah. Sorry, Phoebe's just walked in
No,
from
you're
work.
good. No worries at all.
She's asked me if I want a bacon sandwich, and I'm not going to turn that down.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
some bacon.
Yeah. Ah, right, we got a male packer that is freaking out. You're meant to be in the bloody... Get your ass in the pen and make me walk. Good grief.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
teeth
know.
to
I
do.
mean, it's funny because people talk about how the Game of Thrones show, went so downhill in its last couple seasons, but like, and I don't know if it's the general opinion of the book readers, but me and Ulysses at least think the books went downhill massively starting with book 4, and so. Like, the show going downhill was almost something that we were expecting, even when the show was actually still pretty good. Because we thought the books went downhill already, and it's like, I don't know how the show's going to adapt around that. So,
Yeah. No, you know me with my reading. I love it. Brain hates it. It's not enough pretty lights. It's fucking irritating. Although the one book I have, I need to finish it. As per everything that we talk about, I need to finish it. But the show I want to watch. The book I've read is Lovecraft Country. I know they did a HBO show on it, but I've never seen it.
I really liked that show. I
'Cause
thought the show was very good, actually. Yeah, I enjoyed
Does
it quite a
that
bit.
does that one season? Do you know if that covers like because obviously it's a bunch of short stories all kind of merging towards the same end outcome, I believe. So I'm not entirely sure.
It does adapt the entire book. In
Hell
one
yeah.
season. Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Oh.
it that's it. Like, they're not doing more. It did
No.
the whole thing.
Good. Thank fuck. No, because the book I'm really enjoying. Really enjoying. I haven't picked it up in a few years because I'm an idiot.
You can build a hot spring now, apparently.
Ah, yes, the hot spring. Alright, where is that on the tech tree?
Ulysses. Half of book four was character eats dinner and schemes, then thinks about scheming some more during dessert. That's true.
I mean,
Half of the entire book four is just Cersei eating dinner and going like, I could torture that guy, but should I? I don't know. Let me think about
no,
it while I eat more. Like that is half
no.
of that entire book.
I mean, first and foremost, scheming is definitely just a dessert thing you do. Like, you don't do that during your
Scheming's
main
a
meal.
dessert thing. Let's be clear
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. You scheme over dessert. You don't scheme over dinner. I mean, soup
Yeah.
maybe like that. That seems like a scheming kind of meal. But like,
Soup is a scheming meal. I love that.
yeah, you can just do a slow sip whilst thinking about your enemies. It's perfect. But like, just a full meal? No, you don't scheme over a full meal. Never scheme on an empty stomach. There you go. Words for life.
Never scheme on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
That's great.
Where the hell is the? Have I not unlocked? Okay. 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 I'm sorry. I'm looking at the tech tree for the saunas. Hot springs. Hot springs. And I can't see them. Are they further down? Can I make them already? Production? No. Oh, I can make them already. I'm an idiot. Uh, not you. I'm just gonna build another chest over here. Do 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 do. Yeah, is there anything you want to do in this, or?
Um, I mean, I'm really. I feel like I'm really just following your lead.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
cool.
Oh, here, let me. Oh, you already got it built.
Is Palworld free? It is on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's free if you have Game Pass,
Let's build that, and then let's
which
get
I
some
know
more.
Afternoon Tune does. So.
Nice, nice. Why can't I finish this? Oh,
Oh,
I
you're on
walked into the
fire.
fire. Do you know what? When you get, I'll try and. I think I've got the thing for it to build the overshield. You get a shield, which will deplete before your health does. The annoying thing is when you're stupid like me and you walk into a fire, all that it sounds is the sound of breaking glass as your overshield starts taking damage.
Oh, weird. Huh?
Yeah.
Just glass sounds.
Every hit makes the sound of like something breaking. But because I'm on fire, that makes sense. But it's yeah, just
Huh?
keep open flames away from me. I'm like that one kid that shouldn't be around stuff.
Like a pyromaniac.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling. Not on an empty
Like a
stomach, so
Beavis.
same as scheming, not on an empty stomach.
Like who was it? Beavis and Butthead is fucking obsessed with fire.
Oh God.
Fire, fire, constantly.
See, that's one show I don't really remember. I know it used to be
I
on was it
thoroughly
Cartoon
enjoyed
Network.
Beavis and Butthead. It was on adult or no, it was on MTV.
That was it.
And then
That was.
they've done new stuff recently, and it's been on Paramount Plus. Has been like the platform for it. The
Oh
recent
wow.
Beavis and Butthead stuff that they've done like two new seasons in the
Yeah.
last couple of years. Horton plays the Touch the Stove game show.
Yep.
But the new Beavis and Butthead has been very funny because they started doing like skits in the show of them
Oh
when
yeah.
they're like 45 years old on
Oh
welfare
God.
and they're still just as stupid and they have no jobs and they live in like a crack house and
God.
it's so funny.
It's your
Beavis,
shield.
we're out of beer. Go down to the welfare store and get some more. If mutants existed in the real world, would humans mostly try to genocide them? Of course. Oh yeah, God, no, the X-Men is incredibly realistic. Maybe, but are they hot? People might just try to bang them like we did with the Neanderthals. That's true.
Yep.
That's a good point. We instead of just killing the Neanderthals until they didn't exist anymore, we fucked them until they didn't exist anymore. So it could go either way.
I mean, we also, and it was definitely my country. We also went, there's a human wrapped in bandages. Better have me some emperor jerky.
That's also a good point.
It just, I think I said this earlier on. Nothing surprises me with humanity anymore.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it really it's yeah. I am at a level of like pessimism about the human race that like nothing is truly surprising.
Nope.
Occasionally something will catch me off guard here and there, but for the most part,
Yeah, for the most part, you're just like, okay. Like I said, you just accept and move on. Like, oh yeah, your shield's done, dude.
oh shit, I wasn't even looking.
No, that's cool. I think we actually. Oh no, they equip automatically. Perfect.
See, where is this sitting?
It's over here on the
Oh, okay.
normal
Common
workbench.
shield, and it just
Yeah, and then
you don't have to equip it, or
no, yeah, it auto equipped into the slot, and then just because I'm stupid.
oh, yep, okay, I see it,
Yeah.
I hear it.
Funny enough, though, that's nowhere near as loud as it was. So I'm actually quite happy about that.
How long does it take before you're not on fire anymore?
There we go. And it didn't
Okay.
even eat all of my shield, so that's pretty good. And then, yeah,
Nice.
once you're out of any kind of damage, I think it slowly regens. So there's another, like, I think it does. It's got durability on it, but
Okay.
it's nothing major. So yeah, that'll save us a few hits as we progress.
Sweet. Sweet.
Right, so I don't even know what to fucking do now. It's either explore or
Let's see.
What?
We still need one more lamb ball to finish that.
yes, we do. Actually, that's a good shout. Back up here through. Oh, actually, get your worth
And
out.
then we need 7 more in general to finish the.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it! Would you stop
Yep.
getting away from me?
What is?
What is your problem?
I don't know.
Just every single time.
Yeah, he's just.
God,
Oh, I
over
think
here.
because he's in the base, he tries to auto clock onto something.
Oh.
Yeah, out in the what?
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Oh, perfect.
And then, see, we needed 1 more lamb ball, and then just in general 7 more. And then we finish that goal, and then.
Yep.
So that's that one. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, and then just chuck it. You should be good. Oh yeah, quickly, because our base is coming to
There we
smack
go.
them.
They got
We're
down at the
outside
last
of
second.
range, you shits.
Yeah, what the hell? You shouldn't be doing that.
Pardon?
Really go catch up.
Go back home.
Catch up on nothing.
Yeah, get over. Yeah.
Well, it's to your question too, Ulysses, about mutants. I mean, some of them are definitely like can be pretty grotesque looking. Like if you go down to
Yeah.
the sewers with like the Morlocks and stuff.
But
So-
then, right, just a thought. So, if you class, right, you've obviously got the disgusting mutations. Yeah?
Yes.
Like third arms, 3 eyes, that one lady from Total Recall that has 3 boobs.
I don't know if that's gross.
That's not gross. That's good. But like, then you've also got, like I said, like I was gonna say, you've also got like the good mutations. So would you class furries as mutated? Because if so, there's a whole society of people trying to bang mutants.
Man, I really don't like furries. So
Are you sure? You've got that Sonic body pillow, haven't you?
oh god, no. God damn it, Ulysses! You even got Horton in on the Sonic shit now. Sonic and
Yeah,
Spider Women. I don't know how this happened, but furries like wearing fursuits or like splicers from Batman Beyond. That's a good question.
Ooh.
Because with I mean in real life we're gonna start having that splicer shit in the near future. Like that is going to exist.
What, people just getting spliced bits of animals on them?
Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, give me giant bat wings. I'll probably be dead. Do it in my coffin whilst I'm watching One Piece.
Has X-Men ever tackled that? Someone with a mutant fetish? I've never read a comic that they've done that in, but I honestly would be surprised just with how long X-Men has been around. I would be surprised if it never came up. Like I've never seen it, but I'd be surprised if it was in there somewhere.
I was going to say, look, I said this to someone the other day, because sex sells. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be that one person that's going to bring it up. There's always going to be that one person that wants to diddle something they shouldn't.
True.
Humanity, again, nothing surprises me anymore.
I mean, fair enough. Hey, I can't take credit for the Sonic stuff. I think either Alex or Michael came up with that. I do think Michael. I do think it's Michael's fault. Actually, yeah, you're right. I blame Michael for that one. Although I feel like I could blame you for the spider thing, Ulysses.
Some
Furries
blame's
outside the
coming your
X
way.
Afternoon Tune, furries outside the X Mansion looking for Beast.
There you go. There you go. There's your mutant furry.
Just looking in the windows.
Watching him science in his lab coat and his glasses.
Poor Beast.
Yeah, that's a window cleaning bill you don't want.
A Hank McCoy fetish. That's for sure. All right, let's see. We need 4 more to finish that goal.
I found my next one. And actually, this is going to fuck me up, so I need to be able to fucking dodge, because this guy's an ass. No. Oh, it is that move. Oh, no.
Are we going for the big guy?
No, I'm going for the Nightwing, the bird.
Oh,
but
the bird.
Unfortunately, he attacked the Mamarest. Go on. Mamarest, nobody hates you. Please leave me alone. Oh, you're level 38. Okay, that's good. I got him. Now we run.
Yep. No.
Oh, no. Oh, it's a pen gullet. That's all right. Holy shit.
Watched one episode where Beast had a thing for a human girl and her dad was like, "Get your hands off her, you damn dirty man." I remember that episode. Yeah, I totally remember that episode. Granted, she didn't seem like a furry expressly. She just seemed like she just liked Hank for Hank. But,
so it's like a Beauty and the Beast thing, but with less
it was
Stockholm
definitely
syndrome.
Beauty. Yeah, less definitely Beauty and the Beast adjacent. That's for sure. Yeah, I remember that episode. Oh, also, that's a thing to bring up and talk about on the stream. Thanks to Afternoon Tune, I was able to watch the first 2 episodes of the X-Men '97, the new cartoon. The '90s series.
The one where they nerfed Rogue's chest and ass.
They really didn't. They really didn't.
Did they not? Oh, thank God.
No, there's just a particular shot in the old show where they just went overboard. But the majority of even the old show, it doesn't actually look like that. Oh. It's the same as it always was.
I genuinely just remember watching it. I'm not even joking. In the '90s, I haven't rewatched it in years.
I still have a love for that cartoon, but it doesn't hold up the best. Parts of it do, parts of it don't.
Yeah.
I honestly, just after watching those 2 episodes of this new show, I honestly think it is more like actually well written and has better animation than the '90s cartoon ever had.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I think it's actually really, really good. I loved the 2 episodes that they put out.
See, if this goes well, like I would like to see a return of the '90s Hulk cartoon as well, because I genuinely remember loving that, and '94 Spider-Man, because by far one of the best intros, up there with the X-Men intro.
Yeah, I don't remember the Hulk cartoon super well, but I remember the Spider-Man show.
The Hulk one was good. From what I remember, like again, I'm running off memories of being a kid, and that never fares well for me. But like the Spider-Man, the Hulk one, I remember enjoying a lot, but the Spider-Man one was everything. I fucking adored that show. I actually rewatched it a couple of years ago.
That seemed like it held up for you pretty well.
There are moments I think that do, but. There's always going to be moments that don't, especially with something from that age, from the '90s.
Yeah.
It's
just.
That's
fair.
I don't remember anything horrendous. Just like you got that side of things. I think mainly. No, that's it. Yeah, I can't really remember what they are. I just remember sitting there and thinking,
My mind may be exaggerating it a little bit, just because it's been so long. But I have a memory of Carnage like cutting people's heads off in the middle of the street in that cartoon. Now I'm sure they didn't actually show anything graphically violent in the actual show, but my memory when I think about Carnage in that cartoon is him like cutting like cops' heads off in broad daylight in the middle of the street.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. I remember I tried watching it because I was showing it to my daughter. She was very young, wanted to watch something Spider-Man. I was like, here, watch this. And I remember watching it, and I was like, I used to watch this as a kid. How? Why does this seem worse as an adult showing it to a kid than it did watching it as a kid on
When
a
you were
kid's
actually
channel?
yeah.
Yeah, like there's so many things that crop up now. Like a perfect example, the bad guy from Biker Mice from Mars is fucking repulsive,
See, now
and
that
yet
is one I've
somehow,
never really watched, so I don't
oh,
remember that.
yeah, he was
Was it?
some kind of
Oh,
lizard
Ulysses.
guy with a fucking human face mask thing. It was horrendous.
Huh. See, Ulysses, there's probably people who want to bang that one teleporting mutant that has two dicks. You're
Oh
talking about
God,
Nightcrawler, and it is
yeah.
canonical in X-Men comics that he has two dicks. I don't know if everybody knows that, but for some reason,
Oh.
Nightcrawler does have two dicks. I don't know
Well,
why they decided to make that a thing, but they did.
no, I
Um,
mean, are we talking up, down, left, right? Like,
yeah, that I'm not entirely sure of what directions they go in, but a lot of
it's
women
one of
do have
those
a thing for
questions.
Beast and Beauty and the Beast. They said he looked worse in human form.
Mm,
I think Human Beast is just that ugly. I don't think they're furries. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Uh,
yeah,
I don't know, like that. A woman made that Beastars anime, so I don't know. So, sometimes it does seem
yeah,
like chicks are into the some of the furry stuff. It's both. It's definitely both men and women for sure. Um,
yeah. Oh, your Diahao is starving. You might want to feed him some berries or
oh
some
shit.
whatever you've got on you.
Yeah,
Right,
let's
yeah, I
not
got four
have
more
him
pals to
structure
capture. So, bonk. That's one. I'm hoping
eat
that's
some
one.
shit.
Actually, fucking get caught.
Didn't know
Don't make
Nightcrawler
me
had two
shoot you.
dicks. Yeah, yeah, Nightcrawler's got two dicks. I don't know why he has two dicks, but he has two dicks. A lizard with a human face, like a reverse scaly. Oh God, you know that's a thing too, right? There's scalies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Berries. Don't force your dog onto a vegan diet. In here it seems like it works. Oh,
Uh,
I killed that one on accident.
human race.
Like the way it just like flops over and rolls around.
Get your ass back here, chicken.
Is that 28
Otherwise,
now? So we just need two more.
I'm at 28 as well. Yeah, there's a chickpea behind you.
Oh, do we each have to have 30?
Yeah, we both have to catch.
Oh.
It's
That one's
individually
good.
done.
Um, let's see. There's gotta be some more around here somewhere.
hmm I might actually get another deer for the base.
Oh, nice. I guess we'll just double up on some of these basic ones just for the sake of hitting the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I remember rightly, if
You
you
can sell them,
capture,
right?
yeah, you can sell them. If you capture 10 of the same power as well, you get like an XP boost, like a set amount.
Okay,
So,
cool. So it's still useful when you. Okay.
mhm. Yeah, every time you
Trailer for.
capture one,
Oh,
there should be like a little list on the right of your screen with like power balls that pop up, and that shows you how many you got out of 10.
okay. Rare to see Sage brutalizing non-dog animals. God damn it. I I'll never be able to live. We haven't gotten to the dogs in The Last of Us 2, which is like the game where it's like they actually are just dogs, and I know they're gonna give a shit during those streams. Trailer for Beetlejuice 2 just dropped. All
Oh,
these
did it?
trailers dropping: Rebel Moon, House of the Dragon, Mad Max. Out of all of those ones you just mentioned, the only one I actually care about is Mad Max.
Is that Furiosa?
Yeah, the Furiosa movie. I'm very excited for that.
I'm honestly waiting for the next Tom Hardy one because I really enjoyed Fury Road.
I loved Fury Road, but even that movie, Mad Max kind of felt like a side character to
Yeah.
Furiosa, which I actually didn't mind. I thought that worked really well.
No,
I
he
was
did.
more excited about Furiosa than I was Mad Max in the movie.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind that at all. So I'm pretty sure Mad Max will pop up in this movie somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a small like cameo kind of thing. Um, Ooh, Rebel Moon, huh? How much of that trailer is slow mo? I know.
Was
I
that the
truly.
Netflix one?
Yeah, Zack Snyder's Star Wars with blackjack and hookers.
Oh God.
Dude, I can't. I refuse to watch it. Honestly, I fucking hate Zack Snyder.
No, that's fair.
I cannot stand him or anything he does. Really, the only movie of his I've ever enjoyed, like even a little bit, is his
Hmm.
Watchmen adaptation, and even that I think really fucks up certain parts of the story. Like it gets
Uh,
some certain elements of it so
mm.
wrong. Um, but it also gets some of it right, and so like I still enjoy it to some degree. Blackjack and spider hookers. You know you're watching. I am not watching it. I don't care if there's spider hookers. Well, shit. Now the only thing on the tutorial is challenge the boss at the Syndicate Tower. Ensure your
Yep.
pals and equipment are in top condition.
Yep. If we go back, I am going to go see what we need to make crossbows.
Oop, whoops. Spaceman with Adam Sandler has a giant spider in it. God damn it. That is gonna be the thing on the channel now. Is it's sages into spider ladies. That's never gonna go away, is it?
Nope.
Fucking hell.
I'll try and find some of the overly suggested Spider Lady manga panels for you.
Oh God. I am not binge watching anything with no. I'm not doing the spiders. I will not. I seriously, man. I hate Zack Snyder. I hate the stuff that he makes. I mean, like the guy Zack Snyder. I don't hate him as a person.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of. I don't know. I don't think he comes across as all that interesting of a person. But he seems
Yeah.
like a nice enough person. But the stuff that he makes, I cannot stand.
Oh, that's fair.
I like even his Dawn of the Dead remake from like 2004 or so. I just like even that I just did not enjoy at all.
Ugh.
Down to centipede ladies now or something. Oh God. Ugh.
All those
Ugh.
legs.
Oh no, man. No, 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 no. I cannot with the bugs, man. Like I don't have like a bug phobia, but like there is nothing sexy about bugs.
No.
Centipedes in particular are those are gross.
Yeah,
Those
it's the
are
bones on the
absolutely.
outside that does it for me.
What's up?
I said it's the bones on the outside that does it for me. I don't want nobody with an exoskeleton.
Yeah, that no exoskeleton ladies.
No, no, no.
Show's just gone
Scorpion
quiet, that's
ladies,
all I
lots of
heard.
those about. No.
My Phoebes was watching TV and all she heard was exactly what I just said, and she just started giggling.
Just completely out of context.
Yeah, literally, her show went completely quiet. It's just me being like, nah, 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 don't like the bones on the outside. No exoskeleton ladies.
No, Ulysses, I was not an Invincible. And yeah, that's true. That's true. Nolan and Invincible did have a kid with a bug lady. That's true.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't.
still need to
I'm
watch
not.
that.
I'm not on Nolan's level, man. I can't. I can't understand his interest in the bug ladies.
Bugs are just, yeah, it's one of those things,
Um,
isn't it? Don't understand.
Little glitch. I don't know if you can see this on your screen or if it's just on my screen, but
Oh, what's going on?
the
hold on.
my wolf just floating in midair.
Oh, yeah, no, there you go. It's just caught up on the stream.
What the fuck? What's happening there?
Palworld. Hey, he's on the floor for
Tons
me.
of glitches.
Glorious, glorious glitches.
All right.
so
Is there anything we should stock up on before we go? Really? Or
I don't really probably arrows. I'm just building this
arrows.
high quality workbench so I can make us some crossbows.
oh, sweet. Oh yeah, crossbow. I'm sure that'll better than the bow and arrow.
Yeah, I need to make 10 more nails. I can probably make nails here, actually. I can! Perfect.
But yeah, oh, but and then I suppose I mentioned it on here since Afternoon Tunes in the chat, but the next anime review we're going to be doing is the Black Lagoon anime,
Yes!
which I have finished. I have finished watching all of that already. Which I
Nice!
won't say too much since we'll be doing a review soon anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh,
That
yeah,
show that show gets bleak sometimes at times. It's like that gets like all like berserk levels of bleak.
oh damn. I can't remember what I watched of it.
It's only got 29 episodes over altogether, so it's not
Yeah.
super long.
No.
Why are spider ladies a thing anyway? I really don't know. I really don't understand it.
Humans.
Yeah, because people are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Humans. There you go.
Because like I know that it's like definitely a thing in some like anime and Japanese comics that they have the spider ladies, but even in the West there's some of that too. Like Saga, this comic book Saga has the spider lady with her tits out in it.
What is
I
it?
don't-
So I did...
I just don't get it. I don't get it. I
No.
don't know what's going on.
No
I
clue.
don't know what's happening in people's brains, but
Humans. There you go. That's all I've got to say to all of it. Just humans. Just humans in fucking general.
alright, I am gonna set my controller down and run to the bathroom ever so briefly.
Yes.
I'll be right
No
back.
worries.
You
Alright, what else
you
we
guys
got
have,
going on?
some
I
spider
need more
lady,
ingots.
conversation going on.
Oh god. Do you sell ore? God damn it. Does Madam Web count as a spider lady? She also commanded spider. Oh god. Yeah, maybe. The only Madam Web I remember is the one from the '94 cartoon. It was an old lady. I think she was blind in a wheelchair with a blanket on her lap, which had a spider web on it. Because they had to take everything literally back then. But that's it. You say Madam Web to me, it's just some little old lady. Like D&D, I think. Yes, because you've got the spiders in D&D that work with the drow, or are commanded by the drow. I can never bloody remember. There's the half drow, half spider, if I remember rightly. Can't remember what the bloody called. But yeah, spider ladies crop up everywhere. And Sage wants to fuck Madam Web. Not enough legs or abdomen, so I take. There's always that one picture that every single time it's what is it? It's Spider-Man and Mary Jane in bed, and he said, he's like, I'm sorry, this never happens," and he's basically just webbed everywhere. And she looks very disappointed. What the hell am I doing? I've forgotten. Oh, no, I need iron. I think... Yep, that is the right power.
Alright, how's the spider talk been going while I've been gone? Let's see. Does Madam Web count as a spider lady? She also commanded spider women. I don't think Sage wants to fuck Madam Web. Not enough legs or abdomens. I'd say she doesn't count. God damn it. They're a thing in Western fantasy media too, like D&D or whatever. Yeah, I really don't understand why that is so common. I don't get it. I truly do not understand.
I think it's for the Western side of things. Apart, like it comes across more of a horror thing to me.
But
you've got
some
the
of
body
them
of a
are drawn to have like their boobs out and stuff.
Oh yeah, they are very promiscuous. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, so there's this tribe of spider people, and you're like, that sounds horrifying. And oh no, it's just spider women with massive knockers. Like,
Like, I just what? Where does that? I just don't understand where it comes from. I just don't understand.
yeah, it's definitely something. Not sure what kind of thing it is yet, but humans, yeah.
All right, let's see. Are we going over to the boss tower now?
No, I'm just collecting some ore to make some ingots so I can actually make some crossbows.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Promiscuous Spider is my new band name. Honestly,
Promiscuous
that
spider.
actually works as a band name.
It really does. Promiscuous spider. It's like an indie folk band.
Yeah.
Oh, let me load it back in here.
Yeah, should be exactly the same code that I sent you as well.
All right.
Can I?
Yeah, sorry, folks. The game crashed there. Seems like some people are mad the new Star Wars show doesn't have a white lead in it. I mean, I just think it looks boring, regardless of what skin color the lead actors
I think
have.
Star
I care about whether they have interesting stories to tell, and well, based on the trailer, it doesn't seem like they have anything interesting going on.
I was gonna say, isn't Star Wars doing a hell of a lot better at the moment in the video game section than it is in actual general media?
I think so. I think the Star Wars video games have been well. I mean, well, kind of because I think the Jedi Fallen Order and
Oh
Jedi
yeah,
Survivor games have been really good.
yep,
But we also can't forget that the Star Wars Battlefront games were like a
yeah,
gigantic fucking shit show. Now, I will say that the Battlefront 2 in particular, it did get better
yeah,
as time went on. Like, they fixed problems with it and they added stuff to it, and it did get better.
hmm,
It still wasn't really totally for me,
yeah,
but I think you can't discount the kind of disaster that it started as.
yeah,
So retype this password in here.
yeah. Because you've also got I think it's the one of the new games coming out, Star Wars Outlaws, which I'm kind of
I am
interested
very
to see.
skeptical about that one,
Yeah.
just because it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, that is
Like,
the only
just purely
downside.
because it's Ubisoft.
Definitely intrigued though, because like if they do it right, it might be good. But it's also like you said, it's Ubisoft. They get
Yeah, I just don't trust them.
no, they get less right nowadays than they do anything else. Like again, Prince of Persia, fucking hats off to them. They did so well with Lost Crown.
Yeah, I'm glad that turned out as well as it did.
It's a lot of
Just
fun.
said, people just really do just complain about every non-white, non-male character. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I'm not surprised that Star Wars Acolyte trailer is getting hate for that specifically. My opinion of the trailer, I just thought it looked kind of dull and just not that interesting. I didn't give a shit like what skin color the characters in it had. Like that wasn't even that wasn't it didn't even occur to me to think about that when I was watching the trailer. I just was like, oh, I'm not getting any interesting story
yeah,
from this. That was kind of all I had from it.
yeah. Crossbow is done, my dude,
Oh, sweet.
and I need to make some more ingots, but everyone's asleep, so
Pretty soon it'll be about how the white male characters aren't white and male enough. I feel like even that already happens. Honestly, I feel like people already complain about that sometimes I see.
people just complain about everything.
I mean, yeah, you got some pretty. The internet subculture of bitching about things has just
Yeah.
gotten so fucking toxic.
It's
That's why I'll pump out Afternoon Tunes channel to anybody watching. Go watch the reviews over there where everybody actually likes watching movies and and playing
yeah.
games and stuff. Mario wasn't white enough or male enough for me. Is it because he didn't have enough chest hair?
Or is it because he was voiced by Chris Pratt? Which
Yeah, right.
apparently the movie's actually really good. Like it's not a bad movie, but
I watched the Mario movie and I didn't care for it.
yeah,
But I would say that I can see it is one of those movies. It's like that delineation that I would make between a kids movie and a family movie.
Yeah.
Like a family movie is like a kids movie that I think would be actually like is something that actually appeals to adults.
Yeah.
Right. It still has like there's still a story and something interesting happening
Yeah.
to it. And then a kids movie I would say is something where it's like they kind of just made it to be bright and colorful and bombastic for children. I would put the Mario movie in that category.
Oh.
Like I watched it, I got nothing out of it that was enjoyable for me. Like I just was like, kind of bored the whole time. But I did in it. I was like, I understand why kids would really enjoy this. Like if I had kids and they wanted to watch it, I would not be unhappy to have it on. Like I would not be mad about watching it. You know, like it would be like fine, okay, whatever. The kids are enjoying it. But I wouldn't. I would never sit down and watch it again, just like for my own entertainment.
No, I get that. I get that completely. I find a lot of stuff nowadays is. I mean, you could probably stick X-Men '97 in with that. Everybody seems to be trying to make money off of nostalgia now that all of the kids that used to watch stuff, or like perfect example, the Mario movie, like play games and stuff like that, have grown up. They kind of seem to be appealing to that sense of things. Because I know a hell of a load of adults that thought the Mario movie was amazing. Like, but I get where you're coming from. It's definitely, to me, from what I've seen of the trailers and from what I've heard about it, it's definitely more of a kids movie than anything.
And I mean, I grew up playing Mario games in my early childhood, so I'm one of those kids I was one of those kids. I have Mario nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
And yet at the same time, it didn't really do anything for me.
No, it's
fair. All right. Yeah, Afternoon Tune also thought it was just all right.
Yeah.
Like the difference between the first half of Angry Birds and the second half of Angry Birds. Yeah, that's true. That movie had a weirdly good first half and then a fucking terrible second half. I don't know what was going on there. It's funny with X-Men '97. That was kind of my concern this whole time. Is like, is it just gonna feel like nostalgia bait? Like, because I don't like to have my nostalgia appealed to. I know that that's probably not that's not the mainstream likes to have nostalgia. Right, appealed to them. I actively dislike that. Like, I don't want you to. If you would appeal to my nostalgia, I'm probably going to reflexively dislike something.
Yes.
If you're trying to, if you're trying to get by on nostalgia for me. And so I was worried about the X-Men '97 show, and like, is it going to just depend on that?
Yeah.
I honestly think like, yes, it has that nostalgia there, and it's not like it isn't. It's not an element of it.
Yeah.
It is appealing to nostalgia to a degree, but I think if you have never watched the old show and you're not even familiar with X-Men, I think it's just genuinely really well written and really well animated as a series. Like I think it's better than the old show, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only 2 episodes out so far.
Yeah.
But I thought it just worked really well on its own as a story and as an X-Men adaptation. I was really happy with it.
Oh, that's good.
At least so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm actually happy with that.
I think it's great. I think X-Men '97 is fucking awesome so far.
That's good, man. Right.
Yeah, see, I gotta equip my crossbow here.
Yeah, I am going to make a few more arrows.
They should make a Transformers Beast Wars nostalgia film with the exact same '90s CGI.
Oh hell yeah!
No, that would be an eyesore. Oh man.
Everybody's just trying to make money off of stuff that everybody loved, and it's getting tiring.
I mean, like the thing is I think you have sometimes you have that where in it and it sucks and there's just nothing but nostalgia. And
other times they're doing it, but there are a lot more that are doing it right.
Yeah, I always like to point at, like, I think a lot of the video games that are doing remakes and reboots are doing it way better than, like, movies for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, I really like a lot of video game remakes that come out.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, just beautiful.
They're making a new Transformers animated film with Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime.
No.
On Netflix. I haven't heard about that at all, but
no.
I mean, I guess so. I've never been, like, a big Transformers guy to begin with, honestly, so, like... I guess I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, didn't even know.
Yeah, Transformers has definitely never been like one of my franchises that I'm super into. Like like I like certain pieces of it.
Hmm.
I think I think honestly, for me, the peak of Transformers as an IP was the High Moon Studios War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron video games. Like, I don't think I've ever enjoyed anything that is like Transformers as much as those two video games.
I think you've. I think we've had a conversation about that before, actually.
We probably have.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. I also liked there's another Transformers video game that was fun. It was made by Platinum Games, like the studio that is like Bayonetta.
Yep.
Uh, and that was good. It was like a very smooth like third person action game. It had like that fast paced kind of Bayonetta Devil May Cry style combat.
Yeah.
That was also fun. I want to say Transformers Devastation maybe is what that was called. But yeah, Transformers has just never been that special to me.
No, that's
Like
fair.
it's just never personally been that into it. So like, kind of take it or leave it
Yeah.
as an IP.
Ground. Do we have any ground pals? Probably not. Oh well, that's fine. All right, you
Oh,
ready?
He-Man with Kevin Smith is back. I've never been into He-Man.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
never
wasn't.
been a franchise I've cared about either.
With Thundercats.
Yeah, I never cared about Thundercats. Also, yeah, I can say the exact same. I never gave a shit about Thundercats.
All right, let's hopefully not die.
Honestly, like the most I've ever like cared about He-Man or Thundercats is like Robot Chicken skits about those characters.
Yeah.
Like I honestly love the Skeletor that shows up in Robot Chicken all the time. I think that's hilarious. But yeah, I just never cared about either of those IPs. Honestly, just really never appealed to me very much.
Oh, wrong one. Can I can I please get off my wolf? That would be great. Can I not get off of him? Oh, there we go. Right. So, join boss battle,
All right,
and then you're in.
boss battle will begin shortly. Are all participating members ready for battle?
Yeah.
Sage had the hots for the Spider Lady Transformer and Beast Wars, though. God damn it, Ulysses. I do remember there being a Spider Lady in Beast Wars. I do remember that being a thing. I did not have the hots for her, though. Definitely some misinformation you're spreading there.
Here we go.
It really does look like just like a Pokemon gym.
Yeah. Except for
Although the fact that they were shooting it with crossbows is really funny.
and it also has like 42,000 health, so this is going to be some fun.
Ah, God, don't hurt me. Ah! Shit, my armor's all fucked up now.
Oh no. Ah, yes, shit.
Oh. And they even have it say that the attack is highly effective. That's funny. That's like the straight up Pokemon.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I don't think they were hiding too much.
Oh no, they definitely were not trying to act like they were trying to be coy about it. That's for sure. It's just different enough that you couldn't copyright anything. Beast Wars movie that came out was okay. It came out last year. Oh yeah, I never saw that. I just truly am like, I don't know. When Transformers stuff comes out, I very rarely pay attention to it. I'd love to see an actual Palworld anime. That could be really funny.
Oh, hell
that could
yeah.
actually be very funny. I think I would take notice of a Transformers video game if it looked interesting enough, but to be honest, outside of a video game, I feel like Palworld or Transformers just kind of not for me.
Oh god.
No, there was a live action movie. It bombed at the box office pretty hard, from what I remember. But it also had like a post credit scene where it was like, like the main character of the movie was approached. He's like, "We want to recruit you for the GI Joe program." It was just like, okay, guys. Oh shit!
Stop following me.
Goofy motherfucker. So is this mark the end of the tutorial then, beating this boss?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Well, hey, that's what we can say. We made it to the end of the tutorial in 2 streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Right, let me.
No,
what
not
else
too
have I
bad, not
got?
too bad. I gotta do some more Final Fantasy VII streams. I'm like 13 hours or so into the game. It's so long. I need to make some more progress.
Oh wow, not bad though, considering how much
No,
content.
I mean I'm enjoying the game. For sure. I will say it does feel like it might have a little bit of the open world fluff problem that I complain about sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I may ignore some of the side missions and open world content as I play through it, just to be able to finish it in a reasonable amount of time. But like the main story and like the main missions and the combat systems and like all that, I am enjoying greatly about it.
Oh, almost there. Done. Woo!
Woo! Hell yeah.
Nice. Now that we have technology points, can buy an egg incubator.
Sweet.
Nice. And then activate the fast travel at the top of the tower. You can literally see so much of the map from up here.
Oh wow.
Then we'll fast travel back to base.
Cool.
Woo!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's it. She's down. Wow, the sensitivity on this is ridiculous. There we go.
Oh, and then that is it. That is that tutorial part done.
Hell yeah. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, nice. That's awesome. What's like what's for the chat and then also for you, Horton, what's like a franchise that is like, something super popular that like people just seem to love that you just kind of feel like you're missing the point and it just doesn't land with you?
Oh God. Oh, that's a question.
Because I mean, I feel like there's probably more. Everybody can have more than one answer for that too.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we just said, I think for sure for me, He-Man, Thundercats, Transformers.
Honestly, side of anime for me would be Death Note.
Death Note.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never watched Death Note.
Everybody loves it. I just seem to be missing the point of it. I think I don't get it.
There's one person in my chat that'll come in, Radical sometimes, and he talks about how he really likes the book of Death Note, like the comic, but just did not like the anime or the way it was translated.
Oh, I'm just not a fan of any of it. Like everybody loves it, I just can't get it.
The Afternoon Tune said Warhammer, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Halo. I agree with all of those.
Yeah, I mean, Halo, I enjoyed the first one.
Any of those?
No, first and second.
Which one? I'm sorry.
First and second, I enjoyed. I think.
Of which series?
Halo.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember enjoying Halo 2 back in the day, but yeah, I just never played more than that.
Yeah, no.
The world just didn't pull me in too much. I remember thinking Keith David's character was cool in the second one. I think that's why I liked the second game.
Keith David's characters are cool in fucking everything.
I mean, it's just Keith David.
Yeah, exactly.
Keith David's just cool.
No,
I agree with all of those. Afternoon Tune. Call of Duty, I fucking cannot stand, and I've never been able to stand. World of Warcraft, I've never ever been able to get into it.
No, I'm with you on
Warhammer, I've never really given it a try. There is one Warhammer game that's coming out later this year that I'm kind of interested in because it just looks so chaotically violent that I'm like maybe curious to give it a try. But for the most part, I've never gotten into Warhammer either. Yeah, I'm 100% on all of those.
Yeah, cards. I used to enjoy cards, but I think that for me, a lot of the stuff that I like that people are like, was it was more of the fact that I played it with people. Do you know, the people is what made it good for
Sure,
me.
sure.
Like Halo,
The social environment
yeah,
of the other
yeah.
players
So like,
is what made it.
yeah. So I enjoyed the time I spent playing COD with friends. I enjoyed the time spent playing Halo with friends. Like you got the co-op campaign. We can just fuck about and be idiots. You got the multiplayer, which was again fuck around and be idiots. Like I get that. Warhammer is something I've never really seen the pull of. Um, Same with WoW. I
To
tried WoW.
Warhammer, I was extremely skeptical of initially, but there's good stuff there, at least video game wise. That is what I've heard
Yeah, same.
for sure, and I know you've told me that. I still haven't tried them yet.
No.
Um,
What was the
I'm willing to give it a shot
Persona?
for sure. Persona, yeah, I've never played a Persona game.
I've got a friend that
Um,
absolutely loves it, and I think I downloaded one and tried starting it up, and I was like, like I'm not. I didn't even play that much of it. I
yeah,
think
just
it's meant to be like a virtual novel or something. I could be wrong on
I thought
that.
it was like a full RPG.
I honestly I couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. Don't know what it was.
Well, the thing that I will say too, and like I've never been into Persona either, but I will say that is a thing with like all, especially RPGs and especially JRPGs, is they start
Oh
so
yeah.
slow.
Oh yeah.
So even if it is something that you would like, you got to get through the first 10 hours before you even like find out.
Yeah.
I feel like, and it's like, is it
Yeah.
even worth it when you
Yeah.
don't know if you will or won't? You know.
Yeah, this is what I'm
I'm
quite.
pretty sure it's called Warhammer 40K because there's at least that many shitty Warhammer books and video games. Yeah, that's right, because they make so many of them. I know
Yeah.
Henry Cavill fucking loves Warhammer, but
See the
yeah,
amount of lore in Warhammer, I'm impressed by. Like the amount of different factions, the fact that it goes into great detail and all of those, fucking phenomenal. Well done. Like that's an entire universe that person made up. Me getting delving into
right.
that, no, I'm good.
See, and I like complicated lore in worlds.
Mhm.
I mean, I genuinely could just say I haven't tried. I have not tried at all
Yeah,
to engage with it. I
no,
haven't
that's
played
fair.
one game, even tried one game. Um,
I'm trying to think actually. That's a very good
there's a
question.
couple
Is
I'm
there anything
thinking
else?
about giving a try, but I've just never done it. Well, and then with Call of Duty, I mean, Call of Duty, I think beyond just the games themselves, it's also like a fact. Like to me, it is a like established element of that franchise that it is partially, some of the people on Activision's board are former members of like the CIA, and it is partially a a way to get people in the population of the United States to be more comfortable with invasions of Middle Eastern countries. Like that part of the purpose of Call of Duty in the
Goddamn.
world is to get people to be more comfortable with the things that the government does. Like that's just a part of the
Yeah.
franchise to me. And so that's
God.
also a reason why I don't like
Yeah.
it.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything? There's probably loads of stuff that I'm like, I don't understand, but I'm not.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you might not think of it until it
Yeah.
actually comes up.
Yeah,
But
literally. That's
oh, thank you for the 25 biddies afternoon tune. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Pokemon, I think, is one
Um,
for me.
which one?
Pokemon. I loved Pokemon as a kid. Like the first
Hmm.
150, absolute phenomenal. Love the cartoon, trading cards, the games, perfect. But for me, it's just I think it's run its course. I don't understand why people are so fucking obsessed with it.
Well, I think part of it. I mean, and I wasn't even as a kid. I honestly wasn't super into Pokemon,
No.
but I think it's just to me, it's like the fact that it's just never really changed that much as time
Yeah.
has gone on. I mean, I think that's part of why Palworld has been as successful
Oh
as,
yeah,
as
nice
it has
breath of
been. Is
fresh
it
air.
takes kind of your rough Pokemon concepts, and it's like, well, let's do something different with it. Like, let's not have it
Yeah.
be the exact same game.
Yeah, but yeah, the Pokemon.
See, most of the
Sorry, carry on.
yeah, no, I'm same, dude. No, you're good, you're good. I was just reading Ulysses' comment here. Most of the Warhammer lore is pretty blatantly ripped off from other media, like mixed Starship Troopers with Lord of the Rings, and you're halfway there.
Oh, there is a game out that I do want to try, and I want to
What's
play
that?
Helldivers 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have it actually already. I played some
Nice.
with Cal on his channel while he was streaming it,
Yeah.
and it was fun. I haven't done any streams for my own channel yet,
Yeah.
but it was fun. Also, that game has crossplay between the PC and console versions.
Ooh,
So
when I finally
if
get it.
if you and me want to play it a little bit, because then you have a team. You can have a team of 4 in that game too. And I know
Nice.
Afternoon Tune. Did you get Helldivers 2 yet? Because I was also talking to Afternoon Tune about
Yeah.
having him on the channel to play it. So that could, in theory, that's a potential team of 3
Yeah.
that we could have.
No, when I finally no, I've been trying to save up money or at least wrangle some stuff around so I can actually get it, but it's definitely on the higher end of my to get list. Plus, everything else that's on the high end of it doesn't come out until later this year anyway. So
Fair enough. Well, you know what else is nice? Helldivers 2. At least in US, it retails for only 40 bucks.
yeah, it's not. I don't
It's not.
think
It's
it's
not
that
like a
much over
60 or
here.
$70. That's about the same.
Yeah,
Nice. So yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like, I mean, if you don't have Game Pass, Palworld's like 25 bucks
yeah,
or 30 bucks maybe.
cheap.
The 2 most successful video game stories of this year. I mean, like Final Fantasy has also been very successful.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, but like the 2 breakaway success video games have been Palworld and Helldivers,
Yep.
and both of them are like indie middleware games that like don't have nearly the kind of budget that all your AAA fancy
Yeah.
video game industry stuff is, and they've been vastly more successful than a lot of that other stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, maybe one of these across the ponds on one of these streams we could do Helldivers as well when
Yeah.
once you picked it up.
Yeah, I'm well.
And
more
if
than happy
Afternoon
for that.
Tune is free, we could maybe get him in here and yeah,
Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. That sounds awesome.
that would be very fun.
Yeah, I'm trying
Hell
to.
yeah.
Well,
Let's see. Is there anything else? See, I'd say we have like another 20 minutes
Yeah.
on our time slot here. Is there anything else that we think we could accomplish?
Um, at this point, probably not. It's just gonna be running around, trying to maybe setting up a base somewhere else, but mainly resource gathering, I would say.
Nice. Okay.
Nice
Well,
skills.
we could always do a little bit of that before we
Yeah.
wrap up today.
Yeah.
But yeah, hell, yeah, I'm glad we were able to beat the tutorial section at
Oh,
least.
yes.
See, how do I repair my armor?
Ah,
Is
right.
that just-
So there is a repair bench. It's this one. So walk up
This
to
one
it,
here in the
yeah,
middle?
then click on to whatever it is, and it should ask you what you need to repair it, and then you just look at the list of
Oh, nice. Okay.
stuff you need, and you're good.
Cool. Okay. And then armor. Repair that. Sweet. Hell yeah. Awesome. It still says our team is starving. Is that
That would
accurate?
be, yeah, that would be something on yours. So I know that you can.
Oh, is it the ones I have in my inventory?
Yeah, yeah. So when
Oh, it's the wolf.
technology.
The wolf in particular.
Actually, let me have a look. Haha,
Alright,
I can.
let's give it that vegan diet. Yeah, I saw Rise of the Ronin is getting pretty mixed reviews. Like I'm seeing like a lot of 8s, a lot of 7s, a lot of 6s, and even a couple of 5s. And it's really kind of all over the place, honestly. Like some reviews are very strong,
Oh.
some of them are pretty weak. I think it really is going to be a one of those you kind of have to play it for yourself
Yeah.
type games.
Pick this up. Sorry. So this is a small.
Over here.
This is a small feed bag. So what that does, if you open up your inventory, you've got like those slots at the bottom that says food, and you can just
Oh, okay.
you can just drag food down into there, and when you're hungry or your pals are hungry, as long as your pals are away, not out, it will automatically feed them.
Let's see, and then wait, where in the inventory?
So
feedback?
yeah, so open it up, very bottom underneath your character, it will say food. It might already be there. It might already be open, so you'll just have to drag food down to one of those slots. So I think it's the first one that opens
okay.
up. So yeah, it's like an auto feed.
Oh, that's okay. Cool.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
That's nice. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably Rise of the Ronin is going to be one of those games where I will probably sit on that for a while, wait for a sale, pick it up when it's a bit cheaper, and then give it a good try around, once it's dropped to like half price.
Yeah.
And then, either I'll be like, yep, this deserved to be like a sale game, or I'll be pleasantly surprised and like it more than I expect. But
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be that kind of game. Even before it came out, I don't think I was ever thinking of it as like a day one purchase type thing. There's things about it I definitely am intrigued by, but it was just never going to be. I mean, honestly, if I look at the release calendar for games coming out this year, let's see. At least out of the stuff that like has a solid like in place release date.
Black Myth Wukong.
Yes, Black Myth Wukong. That's a day one for me.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing, honestly, that I think is going to be like a day one purchase, because and this more stuff is going to be announced with release dates, right?
Yeah.
Like the calendar has got a lot of room on it,
Oh, yeah.
blank space right now. But of stuff that has concrete release dates, the System Shock remake that came out on PC last year is getting a console release in May. And that I think that's going to be a day one purchase for me.
Nice.
So System Shock in May, and then Black Myth Wukong in August. Honestly, that's it for stuff that has a concrete release date.
Yeah.
I definitely think there will be stuff announced for this year later that I'll be into, like Silent Hill 2 is almost certainly coming out in this year.
Good.
We just don't have a date yet.
Yep.
But that's probably going to be a day one for me too. Once we find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see what else gets announced. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, that's also supposed to be sometime this year. That's also probably going to be a day one for me. That Dragon Ball Sparking Zero might even be a day one for me, to be honest.
Nice.
We'll see though. It's just a matter of like when does it come out? Does it come out close to another big release? Because if so, then I don't know, like space out my big purchases and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One for me.
Marvel 1943 seems great. We'll wait for it. Oh yeah. I mean, that game's probably. I mean, it said 2025 on its thing, but I bet that game is still. I bet that game doesn't even come out until 2026. Honestly, it seems like it's still kind of early in development.
I'm looking forward to
I want to see more though.
Indiana Jones and the Great
that?
Circle.
Oh yeah, the Indiana Jones game. Yeah, I honestly, that's the one game that has me thinking maybe I want to get a next gen Xbox for that one.
Yeah.
But it also is unclear. It may come to PlayStation a couple of months after its initial Xbox release, and if that is the case, then I might just wait for it to come to the PlayStation.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I think as of April 30th, you guys are getting Sea of Thieves.
Yep, Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush already came out.
Yep.
For Pentiment also already came out. I think that that game Grounded, that might already be out too.
Yeah, Grounded's another one that's
and then Sea of Thieves will be the fourth one. So they announced those 4 Xbox exclusives coming to all other platforms. And then it, like they said, the way they announced it, it very much was this like, well, we're doing these 4 games. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do more. I think it's pretty obvious they're going to do more. It's just that they don't want to say yet because they want to be able to announce things at their own pace.
Yeah.
But like there was a leak document for the next Halo game that referred to it as a multi-platform game. So I think Xbox is putting everything on PlayStation eventually.
Yeah.
It's just that they want to do it. They want to roll it out a little more slowly, which I don't blame them for. You don't do it all at once. Take your time, release things a little bit at a time. And if like big Xbox exclusives come out, they come out on the Xbox and then 6 months later they come out on the PlayStation, you still have like a timed exclusivity.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a year on Xbox and then it goes to the PlayStation does that, right? Like the Final Fantasy VII is like supposed to come to Xbox eventually. I guess it hasn't yet. But
no,
Silent Hill 2 is a timed exclusive where it'll be on PlayStation right away.
Nice.
And PC day one, but like after a year, Silent Hill 2 is supposed to come to the Xbox as well. So I think that's kind of the future of video game exclusivity, is you're going to be looking at
timed more than
pretty much, Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's gonna be like everything's gonna be a timed exclusive instead of a full exclusive. You're gonna have like here's you get it on this console for the first year, but then after that everybody can get it. I
yeah,
really do think that's more and more of what we're gonna see as time goes on.
yeah,
It's just about like having like a window where you can have it first. But then I guess the other thing too is like if you wait that year for a game, anyway, most of the time the DLC is going to be out
yeah.
already,
Wow.
and they'll have patched all the glitches out of the game
Yeah,
already. So like, you're not necessarily losing all that much by not being able to play these games
yeah,
on day one if you have the opposite system, right? Like it's like unless you're doing reviews for video games and like you got to play it day one to be able to get a review out,
yeah,
that's a different situation. But in that case, like say like me, I tend to get every console. Maybe not right day one when they first
yeah.
drop, but like I'll get the next gen Xbox at some point. Like I will get it eventually.
Yeah.
Um,
My one of the games I'm interested for, I've just installed the demo for it. Gave it a little bit of a go earlier on. Had not long enough or enough of it to actually make my mind up on it yet and see what it's all about. But it's Sandland, the Toriyama
oh
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I downloaded the demo too. Yeah, for the
I am
which R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, but he's got a few projects coming out still.
Yes, yes, he does, and I'm very intrigued to see what that's about. The little go on it I had, very big map, very big map.
It's a big map. I played the demo pretty thoroughly. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I um oh sorry, hold on one
no,
second.
no worries, dude.
Uh, okay, cool. Just a text from my landlord. Nothing too serious. All
Good.
right, but yeah, I was. What were you saying? Sorry.
Sandland.
Oh yes, yes, that's right. I played the demo pretty thoroughly. I guess the thing I like the gameplay system. I
Yep,
think it feels pretty good.
yep,
I like the way you move around the world.
yep.
The thing about the demo that I wish maybe was a little different is that it doesn't give you any objective markers or like
Yeah, there
missions or
was
objectives of any kind.
no. It's just
It just
wander.
dumps you in the open world.
Yeah, I did notice that when I started playing it earlier on. I was like, I don't get me wrong. I understand the whole keeping it a bit, hidden. If you
Yeah,
like,
I mean I get it.
yeah. But yeah, no,
It
the way you
gives you a sense of
traverse,
how it feels.
yeah,
But that's it.
the way you traverse is brilliant. The way the fact that you can upgrade each bit of the three vehicles you got with the bike, the tank, and the robo suit, you can upgrade the guns on
Yeah.
those, switch them out if needs be. Like it seems pretty good. It seems pretty good so far. And honestly, the graphics are fucking so nicely done.
Oh yeah, the art style I think is great. It's got that again. It kind of like I was just talking about the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero
Yes.
game. It really has that kind of perfected 3D, but it's got like that 2D
Yep.
like kind of shaded over it
Yes,
style.
I noticed.
It's just nails that perfectly.
It does especially with the shaded bits. It's done it like almost like the manga with
Thick
the
black
lines.
lines.
Yeah, that appeals to me so much, and the fact that Toriyama's all of his art style it's it can be animated, computer animated so well.
Yeah, it translates really,
It
really well.
really does. Like there's one game I actually need to restart again. One of his an old one he was done. I think he did the character design for it. I can't remember his name, but who is it? The music guy who's done pretty much all of the Final Fantasy music. He worked on it, and I think actually the father of Final
Ooh, I don't know the
Fantasy. It's
name.
called Blue Dragon.
Blue Dragon. I've
Yeah.
heard of it, but I've never played that
Yeah,
myself.
it's a typical. Oh God, how do I describe it? It's your good old fashioned time based battle system. The
Okay.
main premise is something happens and these kids eat something and then their shadows come to life and you use their shadows to attack. So the main character, his shadow
Huh.
is a dragon. You meet someone else
Oh,
later on.
that's kind of that's
Yeah,
cool.
they have like a giant bat.
Huh.
Like these things literally come out the ground and then stick out of the ground, and that is part of your
Interesting.
attack system. So far, from what I remember playing of it, brilliant, very good. Obviously, it's your typical JRPG with a bit of
And how
fun.
old is that?
That is, give me a second to just Google it. Because that I believe was 360
Okay.
Dragon. Because I remember seeing it for years. It was 2006. It was 7th of December 2006.
Huh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one I guess just slipped. I remember the kind of hearing the name, but
yeah.
it just kind of slipped by me, I guess.
I bought it on sale about 2 years ago for about, I think it was about £2.50 because it was on
Oh
sale.
wow.
Yeah, they've now
Nice.
I think they've now removed it from the online marketplace on Xbox.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Can't get it anymore.
no, you might be able to find a disc here or there, but yeah, like it was one of those that
Right.
I'd seen it for years, saw it was on sale. I was like, I've got a spare bit of money, let's go. And
And then you got to go to eBay to find it, which is, if you watch Hunter x Hunter, you'll learn all about how eBay works.
oh, actually, before we sign off, have you got any eggs on you? Uh,
Eggs.
pal eggs.
I have 100 common eggs.
Do you have any
Actually, yes.
pal eggs?
Mm,
So there'll be like rocky egg, verdant egg, damp egg, fire egg, stuff like that.
doesn't look like
No?
it. Though I just have the common
Here
eggs.
we go. If I drop this then, over by the steps to the
Ooh,
hut, that is a rocky egg. You'll find them out and about in the world. So what I've
okay.
built up here, and I've already got one of mine in here, is these are your incubators. So you shove that in
Oh
there,
shit.
wait the allotted time, and then you literally hatch it by just holding a button on it. And yeah. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, yeah, you've got a common egg. I didn't realize. I thought you meant like chicken egg. So your common egg should go in
Oh,
there as well.
yeah, yeah.
I think the
Oh, 100 of them.
is that? Oh, I think that might be the weight. Let's have a look.
Oh,
Oh
is
yeah,
that what it
top
is?
top left corner is the weight.
Oh, okay. So I just had one then.
Yeah, yeah, because they take up a single slot in your inventory. So if you had 100, impressive.
Probably be over encumbered at that point.
Yeah, the amount of times I've thrown stuff out of my backpack just to pick up an egg. So like,
Oh.
but yeah, so yeah,
Well, sweet.
these count down as we're in game as well. So next time we're in, you can either wait now or next time we're in, you can just we can jump in and just pick one up. What have I got in this one?
Cool. Well, yeah, definitely give me a heads up when you do pick up Helldivers 2 as well.
Definitely, definitely.
And then same goes for you, Afternoon June, if you're still in the chat there. Hit me up when you do pick up the game, and then we might have a team of 3 here to go
Yeah,
go raiding some bugs.
yeah. Go spread democracy, as I've heard the people say.
God, I love the satire of it. It's that Starship Troopers
Yeah.
stuff. I'm a big fan of that movie. So, well, on that note, yeah, that's gonna be our stream for today.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of fun.
let's see. Thank you as always for streaming with me,
No, thank you for
Courtney.
having me as
Always a great
always.
time. Let's see if there's anyone that we could raid. Also, Afternoon Tune, if you have a suggestion for a raid, I'm open to suggestions. I will also just check to see if I see anybody. Um, um, I don't really have anybody, but Afternoon Tune, if you do have someone you want to throw out at me, feel free. Otherwise, we'll just end and hopefully do a raid next time.
Yeah.
Endless Cemetery. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Endless Cemetery.
Nice.
Let's see. Ooh, doing some Tekken 8. Cool.
Nice.
All right, we'll go check out Endless Cemetery. Spread the love around and go support this guy playing some good old Tekken. Have a good one, everybody, and I might be back on later this evening with some Final Fantasy VII.
Ooh.